Why, some say the moon. Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are willing to postpone, and one we intend to win. Several times more than has ever been experienced, fitted together with a precision better than the finest rocket, carrying all the equipment needed for propulsion, guidance, control, communication, food, and survival on an untried mission to an unknown celestial body, and then returning safely to Earth. We enter the atmosphere at speeds of over 25,000 miles per hour, causing heat about half that of the Mercury sun, almost as hot as it is here today. And do all this, and do it right, and do it first, before this decade is out, then we must be bold.
Another week, 3 more games. Both myself and Zharp will be taking you through them. How you doing this week, man?
I'm doing alright. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad. I have to say, I'm actually quite hyped for this week now because of the games we have in store. Like, we get to see Thallium
definitely.
this week, who looks to be the best team at the moment. Then we get to see Krypton versus Mercury. Like, hype.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah, bunch of good games for this week, obviously, so that's going to be very interesting to see.
Hell yeah. Now, before we play the games, we asked people last week to submit a clip of the game. We ended up going with 2 of them. There was 2 really good Simos plays. I just took it myself because I didn't really have much time, just to go with the 3-man we can engage that basically helped Krypton end the game. So we'll look over this play real quick.
Opinion.
Yeah, you don't really ever see a Sivir picking up a QSS just because she's basically got one built into her kit. Okay, Zai just using ult as a zoning tool just to guarantee the inhibitor. It's quite a good play. They're going to rotate here, try and get the turrets.
Yeah.
And oh, Simos with the triple!
Oh my god. Simos.
Wow, what an engage there. Oh, but Orianna
Even in the
gets
support
through.
role,
LeBlanc
he's just...
dies from the tower.
What a player. Even as a support, just a great player.
Okay, so there's the first clip we saw. Pretty juicy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he had a couple of good engages that game. That one was one of them. So impressive. Usually a mid laner, obviously, but still played that support Rakan really well, and all of his ultimates and engages, the flash R, it helped Krypton seal that victory.
Yeah, definitely not their best game ever, but I mean, a win's a win at the end of the day.
I mean, exactly. You just want to get that W and you want to get out of there. So that's what Krypton did, and they are 3-1 right now in the standings. Which, even though you could say that 2 of their wins come from easy games because they obviously didn't have to play. So I don't know. 3-1 is good. I don't think Krypton cares too much about getting 2 free wins. They are looking fine, and they're one of the better teams in the league. So hopefully they just build on that momentum.
Yeah, sounds good. We have one more clip from last week, and this one is a bit of a questionable play. Here you go, guys. Yeah, you don't really...
Baron.
Yeah.
Cecilia needs to back there. Yeah, that's very smart, and hopefully get close to the Baron fight.
Oh, will LeBlanc be able to get there in time? LeBlanc doesn't get there, but the Baron's
They do so much
too
damage
fast.
with the double mountain. Forgot the name, can really do something well here.
Oh, what happened
No,
there?
forgot the name. Not really,
The
not really the
Blast Cone
best decision.
The Blast Cone just led Orianna. Okay, and there's the other clip right there, the Orianna going in. Which is quite an interesting play there.
I understand what he wants to do, but it just didn't work out, did it? He made himself look a bit like a fool there, but those things happen, and you gotta try. I think I would have gone with a different approach, but it's hard to say when you're in the moment what the correct play is. So, I mean, we're giving him a bit of shit for it, but in all honesty, I think many of us would have done the same thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but hopefully the plays get better as we go along. Anyway, we're now going to quickly go over our power rankings for this week. So I've already seen yours, Zharp, but you've not seen mine. So I mean, they're quite similar. So here we go.
I'm interested.
So we both have Thallium top. I mean, you can't really contest that. They've played Krypton, Radon, and Mercury already, and they're 4-0.
Yeah, Thallium, so good. Such a good team. We've said so many things about it already. Yeah, they're just really, really good.
Our number 2, I went Krypton, you went Radon.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, my reasoning behind Radon is well, I think there's a clear 1 and 2 in my opinion. Thallium's definitely number 1, but the only team right now, in my opinion, that's going to be able to take games off them is Radon. I think Krypton second. Obviously, this is the first time I'm seeing your ranking. I'm a bit surprised by that, especially after we just saw the Xenon game. They did end up with the W there, but it was mainly thanks to Simos' Rakan and Krypton. They lost the other game that they've played, and the other 2 wins, as we mentioned, was 3 wins because of the other team withdrawing. So I'm a bit surprised to see Krypton second. We know they're a strong team, but I kept them down in 4th because I don't feel like they're gonna threaten at least Radon for now.
That's fair enough. I personally went with them because I think the last week was just a one-off. They had a couple of subs in that game, I suppose. Also, they're a team that's pretty much stuck together from last split, and they've really done good things last split, so I had high expectations. Radon and Mercury, you have to have them top 4, right? I mean,
yeah, for sure.
They're all good teams.
Again, I put Mercury above Krypton. They're really hard to separate. I'm just judging of the fact that Krypton has the 2 free wins. But those 2 teams with their main rosters, all 5 players playing, will be really equal, and it's really hard to separate the 2. So I've just gone with Mercury 3rd, simply because they haven't had any free wins yet. But Krypton could definitely beat Mercury, so them being 4th doesn't mean necessarily that they're a worse team or anything. So
yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks being a caster sometimes with the fact that the games are on simultaneously, so we can't see every game. Otherwise, our rankings might change.
It's difficult. And you can only get so much from watching the after game picture. Obviously, from the post game lobby, and check out the scores and such. You can't really tell which team was really dominating, because sure, you could have been 10-0, but did you really play like you deserved to be 10-0? We can't really know, obviously, since we didn't see the game. But
yeah, I agree. 5 to 8, we've got the exact same picks. Osmium, they're looking like a good team, I have to say. I don't think they're going to be as strong this week with the fact that they're bringing in a few subs and whatnot, and so synergy might not be there. But I think they're a really good team.
I mean, I'd say 5 to 8 is pretty obvious right now. Osmium is on the verge of going up there and being one of those top teams right now. A few roster movements being made there, as far as I know, which could end up benefiting Osmium quite a bit. Xenon, Argon, Titanium, definitely the 3 worst teams in the league. But Xenon so far is a team that doesn't seem to have any mental issues. Their issues is all something they can work on. It's game related, which I really like. I want to see Xenon so far make the playoffs out of those 3 teams, because I feel like these guys, they're tilt proof. They fight for it, and they show up each week and try their best. So Argon, Titanium, they both have some issues. Some players leaving, not wanting to play anymore and such. So it's 2 teams who are currently struggling, but I mean, you'll just have to put Argon above Titanium in the end, because of Titanium's recent downfall here with losing players and having to withdraw this week as well. So
yeah, I mean, Titanium's, they're going to be on 6 after this week, and 4 of their losses have been from not turning up at all. But yeah, I mean, it's quite hard to judge them, because their team's almost like on the verge of collapsing. They're going to be like a completely new team next week.
yeah.
So
it sucks, because right now everyone wants to catch up to the top 4, the top 5 teams, and they've been around now for 3 weeks, or they've played at least for 3 weeks. They've been around for even further than that. So yeah, if you're a Titanium, you're one of the new guys joining that team, making up a new roster there. Hopefully you start meshing with your teammates quickly.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's safe to say that our power rankings are going to be bottom again. Like, it doesn't matter how good their revamped team is going to be, but at the end of the day, the table does somewhat reflect power rankings. Obviously, maybe one team might get unlucky a week or 2, but we still consider them strong. So,
I mean, Thallium is obviously number 1 right now in the rankings. Krypton is 2nd. I still had them 4th. Radon is 3rd. I mean, they're sort of sharing 2nd, I guess. They're both 3 and 1. So it makes sense we'd have them up there. Mercury is 4th in the standings. I had him 3rd, you had him 4th. So Osmium, Argon, Xenon, and Titanium, they're all pretty much the same as they are in the standings. I mean, the standings really reflect the power rankings as well, I feel like.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, you could like have a completely different opinion of one team, like a week after watching them on stream, for instance. So like for this game, if Argon play absolutely amazing, then obviously we're going to be like, this is a pretty good team they have here. I might consider them like a top 5 candidate or something now.
Yeah.
Even though they might be still possibly 7th after this week, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, we're now going to Champ Select, so we're going to start with Game 1.
Ooh.
Thallium, they do have a couple of subs this week, and as for Argon, they're almost totally revamped. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they take on Thallium.
Could be Thallium's first loss here. A player that's really been noteworthy so far, Jellery, who has played in the jungle for Thallium, is out. He's not playing this week. Argon, some new players, some players we know. ModLol was in that clip of the week we had in the previous week. On that Diana, absolutely destroying Lucid's Improve in that game versus Osmium. ModLol started out struggling in the lane phase, but from what we've seen so far, everyone struggles against Lucid's Improve in lane. But he really did well to come back on that Diana, and I'm looking at ModLol here from what I saw in the first game we saw him play. I'm really looking at him to maybe carry Argon through this game.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see a Camille support. Oh wait, never mind, she got banned. I'm not paying
Probably
attention.
not.
But yeah, it's quite a well-known fact in the server that Silent Machine likes the Camille support.
Yeah. Probably why it's banned here as well.
Yeah.
Probably just want to get that off the table.
Well, she's a good champion in general. Like she
Camille's
can be
strong
played jungle,
champion,
top.
can be played jungle top. Exactly. Could be flexed around quite a bit. Flex picks obviously in tournaments are very, very important. You don't want to give it. You want to give as little away as possible to your enemies for as long as possible, if that makes sense. So the Camille going out and Orin coming in first. I feel like that's a good choice here by Thallium. Orin's always a good champion. I believe we saw him played by them as well in the first game they played on stream in the first week, where they obviously had that massive combo with the Wukong, the Ornn, the Yasuo, that just really destroyed their opponents in that game.
Yeah, that was just an insane combo. Like they timed it really well, so there's like almost no way to get out of it without having to burn a flash. But if you were flashless, you were dead. Like there's no getting out of that combo.
Yeah.
And we've seen Ornn again. I mean, he's been in almost every stream game. He's a really popular champion this one.
I mean, Ornn, he's just a strong, like his base damage is really strong on his abilities. He's a good tank. He has the CC that you want. He's just all around very, very good for this sort of elo for this league. So not surprised to see the Ornn pick. I'm very excited to see Zoe and Nocturne here on the side of Argon. Zoe hasn't gone through that much, and Nocturne is a jungler that's really strong right now in the current meta, but we haven't really seen it in the LGS. So excited about that. Rakan, Orianna comes in. It seems like a heavy team fighting composition from Thallium, whereas Argon are probably looking to pick people out here, win their lanes, maybe even. Zoe should be able to punish the Orianna early on. I believe Kled is pretty good into Ornn. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm a little certain.
I'm really liking Thallium's team comp though. I mean, they're going for just all team fights. Ornn, Rakan, Orianna, all amazing in team fights. So, I mean,
yeah, it's
I'm going to see another wombo combo again.
It looks like it. The Yasuo is off the table, so nothing to counter. They actually had quite a bit of knockups. Rakan W, the Ornn R, the Orianna R as well. So the Yasuo is off the table from Argon. I think that's pretty smart. They banned the Saya as well. Obviously thinking about the Sire Rakan there, which is a very strong lane. I think, I hope we see less Lucian this week. I don't feel like that champion is strong enough to play or to be played here by these teams. I want to see Jinx break out. I want to see Kai'Sa, maybe even the Varus, who has had a little bit of a resurgence here and there.
But what about the team?
Whoa. Into Jinx, actually, you say Teemo as a joke, but into Jinx, Teemo could actually be a pretty sneaky counterplay there.
It's quite good.
So, yeah, for sure. Morgana there, I think it's a smart pick by Argon, especially because you can flex it into the bottom lane role. You don't necessarily have to have it be the support, and we're gonna see the Jinx. So Westmo on the Jinx, I think that's a heavy win condition for Thallium, with the Rakan as well. He sort of works both ways. He's really strong at disengaging and engaging as well. So keeping that Jinx alive shouldn't be an issue for Thallium. They're going to finish it off with the Wukong, and their composition actually pretty similar to what they played in the very first game that I talked about, except they lacked the Yasuo this time around. So Argon being smart, banning Yasuo out in the first rotation there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the OBS at the moment, but we're having a lot of trouble with champ select.
Ooh.
Whenever I don't have the window open on front, it's freezing, so I'm just going to have it open. So, fun times there. We've also forgot to check over the fixtures in the table, so we'll do that while we're in the 3-minute waiting period. But yeah, the comps, they're looking good. I'm liking the Jinx.
Yeah, I'm liking Thallium's team comp. It's going to be difficult. If you're Argon, you want to be ahead by the time team fighting rolls around. I gotta say, I hope they prove me wrong here, but going into this week, I talked to some of the guys and that I talked to from the league, and we all sort of agreed that people should probably stay away from the untraditional bottom laners. So obviously Argon, no real ADC coming out here. They rely on Nocturne and Kled for the AD damage, and they play with this controversial bot lane of the Lux and Morgana, I guess. So Morgana has been played in the bottom lane by professionals as well. She's not a bad champion, but I just think for this league it's best to stick to what you know if you are an AD carry player. So I think it really opens up for Westmo to perhaps take over this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of CC on the side of Argon as well.
For sure.
I mean, if they chain that, you're going to be dead. Zoe bubble, Morgana Q.
Definitely. It's all about chaining CC. As I said, it's a pick composition. You want to, especially with the Zoe, as long as you have Zoe on your team, every single team becomes a pick oriented team. So it's about picking out the Jinx, the Rakan, the Wukong. Orianna is possibly going to be too tanky if she gets to shield herself.
Yeah.
I don't like the TP onto the Orianna. I feel like in order to deal with the Zoe, you want more of a combat summoner. Not necessarily ignite, but maybe a heal would have helped out more. Barrier, even cleanse to cleanse out of her E would make you be able to trade a lot harder with the Zoe. So we'll just have to wait and see and how Sarang makes work of that.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually quite surprised by the Zoe pick, because, like you say, like traditional ADs are becoming a lot more common again now. And
yeah,
honestly, I'm kind of missing it. Like, despite how good the last meta was to watch, or the current meta, you could argue either way. But regardless, it was good to watch. But as a player, I just didn't like playing it. So I've not been on League for like a month.
It's weird. Yeah, it's definitely a weird meta. With all these different things going bottom, you can never really know. But yeah, I think for this league, it's been proven time and time again. It's just sticking to what you know, which is those ADCs like the Jinx, the Ezreal, the Kai'Sa. That's what works out the best for you. Argon isn't going to do that this time. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to lose. So I'm interested in seeing if it is Silent Machine being the bottom laner, or if they're gonna pick someone else to be the bottom laner. Maybe it is even the Zoe and the Lux is gonna go mid. I'm actually wondering about that myself here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you do see bot lane still somewhat going TP now and then. So I mean, they've got a lot of options here, just because of how bizarre the meta is.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the three. And oh, it does Zoe with press the attack.
Oh, whoa.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's on purpose, but if it isn't, that's a massive mistake there from I guess Little Brat. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it's on purpose, but I don't see how you're gonna make press the attack work.
Unless it's like an AD Zoe, but that's just bizarre.
Yeah, that would be questionable, to say the least.
Yeah, though this username does fit the champion he's playing.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
'cause she is a brat.
Definitely does. I mean, fun champion to play. I liked the sign as well, but I don't know. She's very hard to balance. One-shot people way too early in the game. But the thing is, if you...
Oh, first blood.
Ooh, actually, first blood going down here, yeah.
Morgana on the Rakan. Orianna DC'd, so she was at base the whole time.
Yeah.
And so that killing the Morgana, I don't think it's going to do too much. Preferably, they would have liked to have that on the Zoe or the Lux.
Yeah, for sure. But that being said, it's still a kill. So Argon are going to be very happy with that. They definitely want to get ahead. I mean, this is the week you want to play Thallium. We mentioned how they have some substitutions coming in here. So if you want to take a game of Thallium, this might be the week. Jewelry is out. So that's sort of the star player so far. They have Jimmy or Jimmy V.
Jimive.
Jimive.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, they have the Wukong in the jungle. So
Yeah,
we'll have
do
to
you
see
think
how
Thallium will
he
drop
does.
again this week?
It's hard to say, because they've looked so good. My first thought would be to just say no, but then again, First Blood comes in here. If Argon does get ahead, I feel like they have a good chance of winning this. Obviously, Thallium later on are gonna meet Xenon, so I think if they're gonna lose a game, it has to be against Argon here. I don't think Xenon
we're getting
is
a level to
gonna
engage from bot lane, so he's been ignited. Jinx trying to get his splash damage there by hitting the Morgana. That was pretty smart.
It's actually AD Zoe.
Yeah, definitely rough.
That's I have never seen that, but I hope that
I haven't either.
Little Brat has played a bit of it. Maybe you never know, but I don't know. If you're gonna pick Zoe bottom, I feel like you should just go with the AP build. Obviously, if you're gonna do this, you might as well just pick a normal ADC. So
Yeah, I think it's way too risky, especially in a 5v5 comms game, to try and AD Zoe. Unless he's like a master at it, and it's like all he plays is solo queue. I just can't, I can't see him doing much.
I guess we'll
Nice
see.
flash from Lux there.
Red Baron, very well done.
Mod
Mod
he
Lol's
might be
gonna
able to
come
return this. Gemini taking a lot of damage. Forced a flash. Nocturne's
Mod
going
lol
in.
flashes.
And first blood. Well played there. Or not first blood. I forgot about the kill on the
Second
Hurricane.
blood there, yeah.
Second blood.
Yeah, we talked about it in Champ Select, right? We mentioned the win conditions. Mod lol would have to have a good game. He's obviously jungling this game. We saw him play mid lane against Lucid Improve early on in the split. Mod lol seems to be one of the players here that can really carry Argon through, and getting him off to a good start here is important for Argon.
Yeah, you definitely want this Nocturne ahead, because I mean, you could one shot a Jinx if he gets fed enough, which is exactly what you're wanting, because that Jinx is just going to get stronger as the game progresses.
Yeah, for sure.
And another
He's
gank
gonna
up top
gank
lane.
top lane as well here. I don't think he's gonna get anything out of this.
No, and Clyde has to watch his health.
Be careful here.
Hopefully he can get Skarl back.
But overall, really good start for Argon. Mod lol is gonna take a bunch of CS here, and that's gonna put Cooks behind a little bit. Actually,
Yeah, they might get a kill here if Skarl comes back.
Koyo
There he
making
goes.
there.
Cooks is committing to this.
Ooh.
Just out of range of the tower there. That
Yeah,
may have
a bit
actually
too
resulted in
greedy.
his death.
A bit too greedy from the Ornn there. Shouldn't have dashed in on that. Should have just
Yeah, loses
been
his
happy
flash.
wasting. He was wasting Mod lol's time, and he didn't even have to flash for it. In the end, Mod lol ends up getting a bit of CS, and Ikoyo has to flash and TP back into lane.
Yeah, Wukong's doing the right thing here, starting to invade, getting some vision on bot side since he knows that Matlol's been up top for quite a while. Just your standard stuff there.
Yeah, for sure. Smart decision, but can't really get anything out of bot lane. The Jinx
No.
and the Rakan is pushing it in.
Yeah, it's going to
Then
be
again,
really hard to make a play.
I say that, but Zoe's running into. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. She gets out. She was almost running into the Wukong there.
she's got a proto belt. Well, be fair, I don't think Wukong could do anything without the flash, but he needs to sort of
I agree.
show his presence.
Mod lol
and-
comes back.
Yeah,
And
but
this
no
is
flash,
when
Ornn's in
this is
trouble.
when Ikoyo using the flash earlier. Yeah, this is what I meant. Way
played.
too greedy. Way too greedy on the gank before, where he could have just survived with his flash up. Mod lol realizes, oh, we got his flash for like no reason. So I'm gonna just come back here and help put Cooks ahead. And as you mentioned as well, MangY, Westmo is gonna be shaking in his boots now because he presses tab, he sees there's a 2-0 Nocturne,
Yeah,
and he might be 3-0
Oh
pretty
my
soon.
God.
Saring is in trouble here. Beautiful
mana.
by Modlol as well.
and he gets a kill over Rakan. Going in,
Perfect,
gets Ignite
perfect.
off on the Lux.
Yeah.
Mutlol,
Oh,
2 levels
the
up
ultimate.
on the Wukong.
Wow.
He's
Oh,
going
that's a
in.
mistake. That's a mistake right there. He ended up ulting Rakan instead of the Wukong. That's definitely not what Modlol wanted, but he's going to be able to walk out. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a 3-0 Nocturne. I don't believe Red Baron had to die there, but beautifully played by Modlol. He timed his W really well. Obviously, the inbuilt spell shield that Nocturne has. And he's so far ahead. He needs to return, use that gold, and once his ultimate comes up again, maybe just focus on getting the spot lane of Thallium behind.
Yeah, he's still dishing out damage despite not backing.
Yeah,
Like,
for
he
sure.
done quite a bit to the Ornn too.
I mean,
That was after Ornn TP'd back into lane.
Wukong's definitely far behind here, and yeah, it's gonna suck right now if you are the Wukong, because if you run into the Nocturne, you just die pretty much as long as you don't have your flash up. So
Yeah, the lanes aren't the best either. They tend to be pushing, so Wukong can't really try anything gank wise. But at this point, he's a bit far behind. Just try and farm up a bit and take your chance when you see it. It will come eventually.
for sure, lots of pings going down on the map here.
Yeah,
Just Argon spotting out Saring, making the move from the mid lane there, just pinging it out. Nothing's gonna happen there. Looks like Zoe's gonna go Gunblade. I actually don't really have an opinion on that. I guess it's
like a
fine.
hybrid Zoe build.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if Little Brat's gonna go like Gunblade Lichbane, or if he's gonna continue on with the AD, because I don't feel like it's gonna work too much. Red Baron needs to be
Ooh,
careful
a
here.
lot of
because
damage getting
Saring-
traded.
Yeah, but Saring can turn this really quickly. That's a bad trade for Red Baron. That's a weird miss there, but a good hit on the
Ooh, a
Q.
lot of CC coming on this
Westmo
Jinx.
flashes back. Silent Machine takes the ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah, they committed a lot there.
Yeah, one ultimate coming out there from Westmo, obviously, and a lot of summoners from him as well. So overall, good trade for Argon. Silent Machine has level 6 now, and he knows if he can get onto Westmo, if he can land that Q at some point.
Yeah, and
Oh, Mudlaw's
Oriana
gonna go, and
ulted.
Saring has no flash.
Just trying to
Yes, no
delay.
flash. That's smart. Oh,
And the kill goes over the Lux. So the laner's starting to get a bit of kills as well.
that's definitely what he wanted there, Mudlaw. He didn't want to pick up a 4th kill. He's already ahead. He doesn't need to like pick up every single kill because then it ends up just having to be the Nocturne dying. Koyo is gonna go in here, but he's out of mana, so I don't believe
He does have his flash.
Actually,
Left
a
it
lot
quite
of
late.
damage coming down. Wow.
And a solo kill for the Ornn.
Yeah, that's impressive. Red Baron just keeping the Wukong off
Ooh,
here.
the
That's
damage from the Lux.
really well played.
Almost 100 to 0.
Yeah,
And to get the
Good
dragon.
play.
This is really good for Argon.
I gotta say, it really looks like Thallium is missing Jewelry here.
And
Yeah,
Banjo.
he has definitely, yeah. Saring hasn't been that bad in the top lane previously. Banjo and Jewelry has just been a great combo. Silent Machine. Ooh, I think he was actually calling to engage there, but the engage is gonna come a bit late.
The Morg
If they catch out Westmo, he
against the
should be dead
Jinx.
here.
Should chain. Very nicely played there. Chained all CCs nicely.
Argon ahead by 3k now at 10 minutes.
Argon
against
reformed.
Definitely, the #1 team in the league here is struggling against one of the lower sides. I believe Argon are currently sharing the 6th
joint
position
6th,
with
yes.
Xenon. So, yeah, and if you're Xenon, and if you're one of the remaining Titanium players, you're looking at this, you're like, oh god. Because if Argon is starting to play like this, then getting a playoff spot at the end of the split here is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if these teams that are in the lower half of the table start improving, then it's going to be a fight right to the end. With the 6 spots being available, there's going to be a lot of competition, especially in the last couple of weeks, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. The gank's going to come in here, or the roam, I guess.
Cook's in trouble. He's not got his
Cooks.
flash.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, well
nice
played by
ult from
Warren
the...
there.
Not ult, flash from the Ornn.
Wukong's gonna come in as well, but
No assist.
Argon are doing the right thing here. Look at Modlol. He's gonna walk in. He's gonna try and take the mid lane turret here with Red Baron, and I believe they're gonna be able to do that without Thallium contesting it, or at least get a bunch of damage down on it. If Jimive walks in here,
I don't think he should. He'll definitely die.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean
and
that's
everyone's
right.
going
They're
mid
trying
now.
to collapse here, but that's not gonna do anything. And Saring used his teleport to get back into lane. That wasn't really necessary. I
Yeah.
talked about the teleport on the Oriana. So far, it hasn't really been that useful. Usually, you want teleport on a champion that can like teleport in, instantly put down the CC. Oriana, she sort of has to just wait with using her ultimate. So, oh, Mudlaw's gonna come in as well. If Saring goes
Nice
down
flash.
here, it's horrible, horrible. Oh
Mudlow,
my.
so much damage.
That is. Wow. So obviously it's not Saring being horrible here, but it's really bad for him, the fact that he has teleported in now and he won't have teleport to get back into the lane. So they can really get the push down here, Argon.
Yeah, there
So
might be a fight in
unfortunate there for
topside river.
Saring. Oh, Jimive is gonna get the kill here, I believe. Yeah, he's gonna get
Ooh,
two
they're gonna
as
get
well.
Double. Oh
That's
no,
important.
it's not a double. Very nice. Both of them got a kill. They really needed that.
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna help Okoyo as well in the top lane against that Kled. And Jimive's gonna come back into the game here. So, but Argon may be looking at something. Westmo doesn't have flash. He's walking straight into this. Westmo's
Ooh.
gonna die. He should die here.
Yeah, he's been taking a lot of damage. I'll be surprised if he doesn't.
Oh
okay,
my.
this should be 2.
Yeah, it definitely should be.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
Silent
bind
Machine
misses.
misses.
And
Little
Zoe
Brad
flashes and walks the
ahead.
other way.
Wow. Bit of a misplay there by Argon, but they got Westmo down. They need to just push that bot lane. If Red Baron can hold this mid lane here, Well, he is not conservative with his ultis whatsoever, but it's working out for him. So
Yeah,
well
the
played by
cooldown's really
Red
low.
Baron.
I believe it's only like a minute or something, so you can spam
Yeah,
that whenever
very
you can.
true. Actually using it for poke at the moment, working out for him, I believe. It looked like for a second there Thallium was going to get first turret, but it looks like Argon is going to finally be able to pick up that mid turret. If you're Argon right now, I want to go top, I want to get that turret down quickly, it's already low health, and then I want to start playing around bot side because there's a dragon spawning very soon. Saring's going to be in trouble here.
Yeah, the TP coming in, I don't think it's going to save him. I think Orange's going into his death here with
But
a 3-on-1.
LOL has his lethal tempo going. He has the red smite onto Okoyo. He should be able to kill this guy.
Yeah, no flash.
Ooh,
He's
but
never
the
going to survive.
Ornn actually doing really well there to fight back, and Jimai is looking on the Wukong to maybe pick up a few kills here. They're all pretty low HP.
Yeah. Lux
Actually, I say
tend
that
to
in
back
Cooks.
away.
Yeah, Cooks just gets his trusty companion Skarl back, and obviously gets a lot of health from that.
Yeah, it's actually insane the amount of health Skarl brings to Kled.
Yeah, for sure. But he's going to be able to get this turret now, I think, and
Yeah,
that's going to open up for Argon to go bottom. They already have an Infernal Dragon, and it's going to be a Mountain Dragon coming up, so
yeah, and a nice
2 of the
4K
best
lead.
dragons in the game. Beautifully played so far by Argon, executing it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean the damage from this Nocturne is really going to hurt the Jinx, and I think Jinx is like a massive win condition for Thallium. Like they're going to need to try and drag this game out really long. I feel to have
for
a
sure.
chance.
The way the game has worked out, the only win condition actually Westmo right now on that Jinx for Thallium.
Yeah, despite him dying twice, his farms pretty well. Like,
His
he's farming
farms
really
up.
well.
He has some of the items already that he wants. He has the BF, the boots as well. So he does do a little bit of damage, but against that Nocturne, once the Nocturne is on him, if he can't flash away, we're gonna see it here. Even
Ooh.
with the flash away, Modlol just follows.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
This is gonna be a bot lane turret and a dragon. Oh, and it's a
Oh, what a
beautiful
bubble.
Zoe E as well, and Cooks should be able to pick up Jimai here.
Yeah, this is just gonna get chained. Wow, he can do anything.
Wow. Little Brad, we were like, what the hell are you doing with that AD Zoe? But he's showing us here, dude. That is what he's doing. Beautiful E there, beautiful play. He's 1-0-4 on AD Zoe. I'm really impressed by that.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that press attack Zoe would do this?
Yeah, it's
like,
so
it's a
impressive.
first for me.
Obviously, can't take anything away from Silent Machine. He's been playing that Morgana very well as well.
been hitting some nice
Overall,
bindings.
just the entirety of Argon playing really well. Cooks, he's struggling a bit against the Ornn, but then he comes down there. He's there at the perfect time, which also takes skill. So, well played by Cooks, well played by Argon. They are looking really good to take this victory, and a massive upset against the league leaders, Thallium.
Yeah, I mean they're almost 6,000 gold up already at 16 minutes. It's quite hard to see them losing that with this sort of lead. Their team comp is not too bad. I mean they're playing to the win condition. They're just picking off people here and there, which is exactly what they want. They want to avoid team fights because I just don't think they'd win them.
Yeah, I mentioned in Champ Select that with the team that Argon has drafted here, they want to get picks, they want to get ahead so they can easily or set up these picks for themselves. So
The Rift Herald coming in, very nice
they're gonna
call.
do Herald. Smart call. Probably gonna lose bot turret for it, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be worth depending on how they use this Herald.
Goes to the Nocturne, as expected. Nothing worse when you see a team go for Rift Herald and forget to pick it up.
Yeah,
I've seen that way too many times.
yeah. Happens
Jinx Rocket. Just
here and there. Modlol picks it up. Modlol has really also just been the star of the show so far. Beautiful on that Nocturne. We saw him on the Diana as well make a great comeback.
yeah, the lethality build is really going to hurt the squishies
He's sitting.
on the side of
He's sitting
Thallium.
in the brush up there. He's gonna be able to pick off Saring if he's not careful. Ooh,
Glad
Saring
going in.
checks the brush though. That's smart.
He does get the flash at Oriana, that could be huge.
Yeah, for sure. Oriana,
Ooh, the
no
damage
Sonias.
from the Lux.
He can ult in here now, Modlol, but he's actually spawning the Rift Herald, which I also I think I like this because yeah,
Wukong flashing in.
for sure.
Gonna die to the Zoe.
The Rift Herald's gonna do a lot of
Orianna down as well.
work here. Oh,
We got a nice
Molly Blue,
engage.
beautiful
from the Rakan.
engage there. But he's still gonna go down even after that beautiful work. I think
Zoe's
Zoe's
going in.
gonna be able to pick him off here.
Oh,
And Westmo
flashes
all
out.
alone. Mod LOL is looking to hit Westmo with that Q, chase him down. He just barely misses. The Kled ulti isn't gonna
They're
hit
going
either,
ham.
but there's just too much
Oh
movement
my
speed.
god.
Mod LOL, beautiful.
Thallium falling
Another
apart.
great team fight, and Thallium struggling without Bantrebrom and Jewelry here. Wow. Even a player like Westmo, who you'd have to say has been one of the shining lights as well on a well-playing Thallium team, is 0-4 right now on the Jinx. I mean, I said I wanted teams to stop picking unusual ADCs, but I mean, Little Brat here, 3-0-6 on that Zoe. Silent Machine playing really well. I mean, if you can make it work, then go ahead. It's very enjoyable to watch, and a massive surprise for me here. It looks like Argon is going to be able to finish this upset, and Thallium looking at their first loss.
Yeah, Mutlol, he's just providing everything for his team this game. Just out jungling the Wukong and getting all his lanes ahead, while also securing 11 kills for himself.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, probably didn't want that many kills, but
Yeah.
he is the guy doing all the damage right now, so it's pretty difficult not picking up the kills. Because, I mean, once you're team fighting, you obviously can't really be bothered to leave kills. You just want to get them down, get the map pressure out as quickly as possible. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of items coming in from Argon.
Yeah.
Mod LOL is going to go with the BF and the pickaxe. So
Surprised at how much
maybe
damage
Stormers
Thallium
is
did
here.
last team fight, considering how far behind they were.
Oh, Little Brat. Oh, he just doesn't
Ooh.
walk into the mesh. Actually, is he going to do it?
He gets the ward off.
Ooh,
Oh, the Orianna
Little
all
Brat.
hits. But Wukong's been rooted. Oh, 600 gold. That's a lot.
Oh, but
Oh.
Mod LOL's going to clean this up quick.
Oh,
Oh,
well
probably
played
didn't
there.
have to flash there. Actually, it ended up landing the
TP
fear.
from the Kled coming in.
Yeah, he's going to be able to chase down Saring.
Yeah, no mana. It's definitely dead. Kled doesn't get the assist.
A little bit of a mistake there from Little Brat, but it's not something that's too horrible. He could have used his ulti to just quickly dodge out of the Orianna ulti, but it's very easy to say when you're casting. It's hard to do when you're playing. So overall, well reacted by Argon. Little Brat got caught out, but he ended up doing a lot of damage onto the Wukong, and Mod LOL was able to pick him up afterwards.
Yeah, this is looking worse and worse for Thallium here. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Lolly Blue
Oh.
tries to go in with the engage, and he's
the
gonna get.
Jinx gets hit from the Luxel.
Yeah.
That's doing a lot of
Ooh.
damage.
Is the Baron reset? The
Westmo
Baron is
hit
still
again,
going.
and oh my
whoa,
god.
Whoa, whoa. And the Baron's
the
gonna
Q.
go down.
Just kills the Jinx. That done like good
Yes.
25% of Westmo's HP.
Wow. I'm really impressed by the way that Argon has played this game. They're all recalling as well. They're gonna use the gold they just got from killing that Baron, and I think they're gonna end up ending this game in a few minutes if everything goes to plan. So
Yeah, they're 10,000 up. They got really good drakes on their side.
yeah,
I
another
just can't see 'em
mountain
losing.
coming up. That's gonna help them. It's gonna help them kill the turrets even quicker. So, yeah. I gotta say, I mean, we mentioned Mod LOL as the player to watch for this game. He really lived up to the hype. 13-1. That Nocturne has been played almost perfectly. I want to mention the bottom lane from Argon as well. Little Brad, if he does this on AD Zoe, I'm excited to see what he can do on maybe even the Jinx himself, the Illusion, Ezreal, anything that's actually a normal ADC.
Yeah, it's
Very impressed by
definitely
this.
the hybrid build going on here.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
really bizarre.
But it's working, so I mean, what can you really say in the end?
Yeah, as long as it works and you win games, then you can't really criticize them.
For sure. They're gonna be doing a 4-0-1 here, having the Kled down bottom.
Yeah, that's a really good call, I think.
I think that's smart. They're so far ahead, they are not feeling pressured by Thallium at this point, and the Kled is able to kill turrets very quickly. So either Thallium pull the trigger here with all 5 people up here, and they go for the team fight that they don't so desperately want, or they have to send the Ornn back to deal with Diglett.
Yeah, they've sent the Orianna and Jinx spot.
Yeah, so that opens up for Argon to just get this turn. We can see
Yeah, they've gave up the tower.
Akoyo, Jimive, and Loli Blue is just gonna back off there. So the 2 damage dealers from Thallium, they're both in the bot side right now, and Argon knows that. We can see they're just pushing up freely.
Yeah, this is just going so well for them, and
Yeah,
he's gonna get decent damage on this.
oh,
like,
Jimive's actually going in onto the
oh my god.
Nocturne up there.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Ornn just gets obliterated.
But Nocturne's down here, so what can Thallium do? But Klett's still pushing in the bot lane. He's onto the inhibitor now, and they have to send people down to react to him. And once they do that, oh, Westmo!
Oh, Westmo's been hit.
Oh no, Westmo. Ah, he's kicking himself.
Yeah, I think we should have just went with what you said. Thallium should have tried to force something with the Clyde was bottom. Just try and force some kind of play.
Especially,
Hopefully, Argon
especially here once
overcommit.
the Nocturne. Especially once the Nocturne went down, that's a lot of gold on the side of Argon just gone from the map. And
Oh
wow,
my god!
Red Baron is doing
Rakan.
an incredible amount of damage, and Cooks is going to be able to pick up Saring here, and I believe we're going to see Thallium's first loss.
Yeah,
They're going to take
wow.
all 3 inhibs, make sure it's all safe, but they can walk it in. They have Baron buff, they have 1,000 minions. Saring, 1 and 7, Westmo 0-6. Not the best of games for these 2 guys. Westmo's going to be able to
Westmo
pick up
gets a
1
kill.
here. Does get the passive off, gets
Oh, he
2
flashes
kills.
out with the Luxie.
This is it, the Jinx. She finished the IE. This is when she starts doing damage. Red Baron's
It's a
gonna
bit too late
pick
though.
up
I
Jemai.
mean, their base is
Volleyball.
collapsing. They're forced something. Good play from the Rakan.
Yeah, Mudlaw's gonna die as well.
Oh,
Bit of a clown
they might
fiesta
get
here.
this.
Oh no.
Oh, Jinx just got 4 kills.
Who?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is this the comeback of the century?
I mean, the game's not over until the fat lady sings. The fat lady being the Nexus going down, but yeah, giving
Yeah.
Westmo 4 kills there is unnecessary. Mudlaw just being a bit too greedy, being like, "Hey, I'm 13-2. I can go in. I can kill these people." He realizes, "Oh shit, the Jinx actually does damage now. I have no way of getting onto her, and now I'm just dead." So, Argon, just regroup, pick up the dragon, get your final items, run it in together as 5 people. Thallium should still not be able to do anything about that.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Like, if you kill Jinx this game, and Westmo's no longer has his flash, so if Nocturne gets on him, he's gonna die before he can even do anything. But yeah, I think it's just be Drake, then go for the base, and it should be game. I just can't see Thallium winning this next fight.
I mean, a lot of gold being funneled into the base now, with all these inhibitors being down. Westmo's picking up a lot of CS. He has more than 10 CS per minute right now. He is still the win condition, but all Argon needs to do is get on Westmo, pick him off somehow. Maybe the Nocturne ulti followed by a Lux ulti is going to be enough to just take that down. And
Yeah. Plus,
once the Jinx is down, there's absolutely no damage left on Thallium, and they should be able to walk it in freely.
yeah. Plus the amount of CC from Argon. The second Jinx gets hit by anything, she's instantly dead.
Yeah, for sure. So
mean-
Modlol pushing in bot lane, but I mean this isn't going to help them.
Okay,
Argon
they're
is a
going
bit
for it.
scared here.
They've got the super minions on their side.
Lolliplue's gone in, but Modlol just destroys
Jinx is
Westmo.
down.
That's game over. That's 100% game over there.
Yeah.
Westmo's down.
There's no coming back from
Kaio's
this.
down. Jimmy is trying his best here.
He's gonna die.
Lolliplu going in. Beautiful
Lolly,
engage
they're gonna
again by
get him.
Lolliplu.
Yeah, good engages. It's just a bit unfortunate they're too far behind to do anything.
It's too late. It's not enough. And Thallium are going to lose their first game of the LGS, and we have a split on our hands, MangY.
Yeah, all the teams have now lost, so no one's unbeatable. Granted, it was a weaker team, but still. They did have a couple of regulars on the team today.
Yeah. Obviously a bunch of substitutions here, but doesn't take away from the fact that Argon played this game really well. Despite a few mistakes when it came to ending the game, in general, I gotta say Argon impressed me a lot here. Red Baron, Silent Machine, every single player on this team did really, really well. Cooks realized that he was struggling against the Ornn early on. He couldn't really get the solo kills down. He waited for Modlol to just help him. Modlol came, helped him, and from there on, every single lane just started dominating. And beautifully executed by Argon, very well played, and I'm really, really, really excited to see Argon win and Thallium lose this game because it evens out the league. But hopefully Thallium comes back because they have been really entertaining to watch as well.
Yeah, it's as you said, this is the week to beat Thallium, or this is the week you want to play them, because it's safe to say that this is going to be their weakest week so far in the split, and it might be the weakest of the whole split actually, depending on if their players show.
Right now, if you're Xenon and you're looking at this, you're thinking, hey,
you're going to get worried.
There's a chance we can win this game against Thallium today. So
yeah. You're also going to get worried a bit just with the fact that you're drawn with Argon. You're currently sort of on the verge of a playoff spot. You've just saw Argon win. So it's sort of like we have to win this next game right here. Otherwise we're going to have ourselves in a bit of a bad position. But I think we need to change our power rankings now, man. Because they didn't look like a 7th place team right today.
Nah, so Argon number 1, obviously. Thallium probably just below Titanium. So yeah, for sure.
Well, okay, we're gonna take a short break now. Our next game is Krypton Mercury, and Krypton won their first game 16 minutes.
Ooh, wow, that's a quick victory.
Wow, that's against Osmium. Granted, there was a lot of subs today for Osmium, but hey, I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, we'll see you all in a bit.
Why some say the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are willing to postpone, and one we intend to win. station in Houston, a giant rocket more than 300 feet tall, the length of this football field, made of new metal alloys, some of which have not yet been invented, capable of standing heat in stresses several times more than have ever been experienced, fitted together with a precision better than the finest watch, carrying all the equipment needed for propulsion, guidance, control, communication, food, and survival on an untried mission to an unknown celestial body, and then returning safely to Earth, re-entering the atmosphere at speeds of over 25,000 miles per hour, causing heat about half that of the temperature of the sun, almost as hot as it is here today, and do all this, and do it right, and do it first, before this decade is out, then we must be bold. Raise those hands high!
And we're back. Now, this is the game I'm looking forward to the most personally. What about you, Sharp?
Definitely. Of the 3 games we have today, but then again, I mean, the game we just had was absolutely fun to watch because it's always fun to watch an upset, but on paper, this game's really good.
Yeah, I mean, Krypton Mercury. I mean, it's almost like the last split final because Mercury was. It was almost like the remnants of old Radon who won last split.
Yeah, for sure. So, but Krypton Mercury should be getting on very soon here. 2 teams who are really, really good. We know that. Walter has joined the side of Krypton. Very good support, one of the best in the league. And Rain is missing, unfortunately, on the side of Mercury, who is one of their better players normally.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just have to wait and see if a player like Joachim can pull out something here.
The Trundle God, as they say. So we're now in Champ Select, and we get the Kazakhs ban.
Yeah, Kazakhs banned.
Don't want any more one-shots after what happened last game with the Nocturne.
Yeah, Kazakhs, Graves, very different ban phase than what we just had this last game. A bunch more focus onto the jungle. Krypton, the jungler Bear, we know he favors this.
He does like to play Kayn.
Kayn.
Yeah.
Which obviously, if you've watched the streams, you know that I am a massive fan of Kayn. My favorite champion to watch. Best champion in the game. So strong, always broken. Yes. Obviously kidding. I think Kayn's horrible. Don't want to see.
He's a good champ, but like. He's
Fun
just
champion
not good
to
at the
play,
moment.
but it's just not. It takes too long to scale. I haven't played versus a Kayn in recent memory that I didn't beat. So, I mean, as long as you know what the Kayn wants to do, you have a bit of knowledge about that, you should be able to punish him.
Mm-hmm.
Krypton, looking at an early Morgana, maybe Lucian here. Like I said, I don't actually want to see the Lucian as well, but I mean, Krypton might want to pick it up here. They are going to. So Lucian, at least it's a normal ADC. I think right now you have Jinx up, you have Xayah up.
Yeah,
I
we
think
might see Rakan Xayah. I'll probably
yeah,
see that.
that's exactly my point. Because you're leaving up Xayah Rakan now, you're picking the Lucian, who struggles a lot into Xayah Rakan as well. So I hope to see Mercury pick this up right now.
Yeah,
Obviously,
don't want to risk it getting banned out.
the Braum, it's gonna be the Braum. So no
Maybe
Xayah
Braum
Rakan
Jinx is quite strong.
for sure. Also taking the Braum away from Lucian, it's gonna be Braum Kaisa. A quick lock in on the Morgana for Walter there. Krypton definitely knew they were going for that one. And is Bear gonna be able to lock in his jungle now? I'm very interested in seeing. Is he gonna pick the Kayn once again, or is he gonna go somewhere else? Obviously, I mentioned it last week, but a lot of people are ignoring Trundle here.
Yeah, he's really underrated.
A great champion, strong champion, especially in this type of setting where you can actually communicate with your team. But it's going to be Jarvan, and Jarvan is actually one of these champions that are very fun to watch. So I'm very interested in seeing what Bear is going to be able to do with the Jarvan here.
If you get like a juicy Cataclysm, that could just be so deadly to a team.
Ooh. Mercury gonna switch it up, put the Kayn onto Sheeny, I'm
Wow,
guessing.
that's a surprise. Like,
Yeah,
Krypton's not the
so
only team you see play Kayn.
Kayn into the 3 champions that have been picked so far by Krypton isn't actually that bad. So right now I'm not gonna flame the pick or anything. It's decent into Lucian, Morgana, and Jarvan. It doesn't struggle too hard against Jarvan. Jarvan does have the early pressure, obviously, with his passive and just overall stronger kit early game, but he doesn't punish you as hard as some of the other junglers does. Shen and Orin gonna be banned out. Obviously, both teams lacking a top laner. They need to be careful about banning too many tops here. I think you want to leave up a strong pick. Maybe the Darius could be one to watch here. Who's still up? Aurelia, Shen, Orin, and Malphite's gonna go out. So
Yeah, they're all good champions.
if Hendo's able to play that Darius, ooh, okay, he's gonna
Cannon.
pick the Cannon, and
Ooh, juicy.
I know that's a champion that Hendo has been wanting to play for a long time, and he's gonna be able to do it here. I recently saw him play Darius in a game as well, where he actually played pretty decently. So I would have liked to see the Darius, but the Kennen is a strong champion. It's way stronger than people think. So I'm interested to see what he can do on that one. Zoe locked in for Simos. That's something I'm interested about. We just saw a Zoe that was AD. Hopefully Simos is going to go
Simos has watched the stream and he's like, let's try this out.
Yeah. I hope Simos has gone back to the regular Zoe, obviously the AP Zoe, that is fun to watch but not fun to play against. So.
Oh, Nar. It's been a while since I've had
Nar
Tristan and
locked in
Nar.
as well.
He's like really good in team fights.
Yeah, all these top lane bans coming out, it leaves like barely any top laners left. The Gnar into the Kennen is not actually that good. I would have liked to see something else, maybe even a Swain come out. Swain is very, very strong against Kayn and Kennen, and
Yeah.
Yasuo is going to be locked in for Joachim, which
Ooh. This mid lane's going to be super juicy.
I think I'm gonna call it now. It's a bit of a bold call here, but my prediction is that mid lane is gonna decide this entire game. Because whoever gets out ahead here is gonna take over the game, and as long as the other lanes aren't inting, that guy is gonna be able to just destroy. Whether it's Joachim on the Yasuo or Simos on the Zoe.
Yeah, Krypton as a team really like to play towards this mid lane and try and get Sai ahead so he can influence other lanes by roaming. So, be interested to see how Mercury try and handle that. If they can possibly shut Simos out of the game, they've got a super good chance of winning, I feel. And the 3-minute wait begins.
Sure. Alright, so I mean, we've talked a bit about the team comps. The Kai size, he's gonna take TP, so yeah, Braum's gonna take Ignite. I think that's sort of contradicting yourself, because if you're taking the Ignite, I want to see a heal, because taking Ignite means you're gonna be aggressive. So
Mhm.
taking the Ignite, taking the teleport in the same lane doesn't really make sense, because if you're taking the teleport, you're sort of saying, I just want to farm it out. If you're taking the Ignite, you're saying, hey, I just want to fight and fight and fight. So the bot lane from Mercury may be contradicting themselves a little bit there, not really agreeing on what they want to do, or maybe they want to keep the Ignite for something later on. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Krypton team. I'm not really seeing an ideal Ignite target. No champion there that's like heavy healing. Mundo, Swain. There's none of that on Krypton. So a bit weird to me. But I mean,
Unless Size plans just to try and get a couple early kills on the Yasuo. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't see a massive reason for taking the Ignite. But I mean, it's always a handy since it got its buff a few patches ago, where it actually does so much decent damage now.
One of the stronger summoner spells. Always has been, even stronger now. And obviously, one summoner spell doesn't win you the entire game. It's
Yeah,
all
exactly.
about play. So, but I mean, we are sitting here. We're looking objectively at it, and you have to point out every single thing that you noticed that you could have felt like could have been done differently, right? So the Ignite probably should have been something else if you want to go with the teleport, or if you don't want to go with the teleport, that should have just been the heal, and then you have the Ignite to put that kill pressure on. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Morgana Lucian is a lane that really snowballs. Kai'Sa Braum is a lane that just scales. So Lucian, Morgana, they want to get ahead early. Braum and Kai'Sa want to just stay back and chill. The Kayn as well wants to obviously get his transformation before he's able to do anything. So I think all in all, if Mercury goes even at 15 minutes, they're going to start taking over the game. If Krypton's ahead by then, they're probably just going to snowball it out of contention.
Yeah, I think the early game is going to be like super important this game, because I feel like these teams, it'd be like extremely rare for them to throw if they got like a really big lead.
Yeah.
Just because, like we said, we do have high expectations of them, so we shouldn't be expecting any throws from them. But I guess we'll find out.
We'll see. It's going to be very interesting.
So Krypton.
Yeah. And Krypton here with an opportunity of going even with Thallium after they picked up the loss against Argon that we just saw before. So Krypton looking to go up and at least be even on score with Thallium. Correct me if I'm wrong, since I'm not too sure how that works. But in that tie, I think Thallium would still take the lead since they have
Due to
beaten
head to
Krypton.
head. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Krypton would at least be 4-1, which is the same score if Thallium is. So that's obviously what Krypton wants. No one wants to be 3-2 here. Mercury as well don't want to be 2-3. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, obviously they are 3-2 now. Picking up the free win against Titanium, and Krypton is obviously already 4-1. So they're looking to go 5-1. But
yeah,
you'd assume that Thallium could probably end up taking that game against Xenon later on.
Yeah. I mean, it'd make much more exciting competition if Mercury wins, just with put both teams 4-2. But Mercury taking a loss 3-3, that's when you're going to start looking, okay, this is going to be like almost like a sort of mid-table sort of record. So they're really not going to pull out the stops in a couple of weeks' time before they end up 50-50.
Yeah.
Get an unfavourable matchup in playoffs.
So you look at these teams, and if I have to mention a couple of players from each team, obviously Simus is someone we always mention, but Walter as well.
Surprised he didn't go the Thresh.
A new player who's, obviously Walter's Thresh.
Oh, there might be a fight here.
Yeah, so if Krypton runs into this brush, the Braum is going to have a massive advantage. He's going to be able to help out a lot, and I actually hope we get to see this, because this could be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to go in.
Wow. If these guys don't see each other, they won't know how close they're standing.
Yeah. Unless they're stream sniping us right now.
Oh,
no.
Mercury's gonna show. Oh, Joachim's
Yasuo
gonna get caught.
passive.
Oh,
They're going in. A lot of damage on this Jarvan. Hendo, he's flashed in.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to pick this kill up.
Oh my god. And that goes over to Lucian. Ideal situation for Krypton.
Yeah, and the Braum as well, taking shield first. I understand why you'd think that's a good idea, but the Q just gives so much in that level 1 fight. You really need to take that Q, and Cloud there doesn't take it, and I don't think it loses them the fight, but it makes them have to disengage, and Hendo doesn't really manage to get out. So
Yeah, we've normally praised Hendo, but he's going to be having quite a tough early lane
sure.
phase now without the flash.
he's lucky that Gnar doesn't pick up any gold from that kill. Wasn't a part of it, so probably still walks up. It's still an even lane. Gnar doesn't have the advantage. The advantage is down in the bot lane, so
Yeah.
for sure.
You would probably expect Krypton to now target topside though, just with the flash gone.
You'd think
It's
so.
going to be quite easy getting him.
I was about to say it just before they walked out, but if either team walked out first there, they put themselves at a disadvantage. But obviously, neither of the teams knew that they were there, so it's hard to say really. But Mercury ended up walking out first, and that ended up costing them quite a bit.
Yeah, they were in there a while. The stream almost caught up actually, which is quite funny. So they were watching the stream. They would have knew. Though I say that they were 3 minutes behind, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, that's true.
You keep forgetting about that.
But now just standard farming in the lanes. The Kai'Sa missing a few CS. It's not gonna hurt too much. Sheeny, level 3 against the level 2 of Bear here.
Nice
and
dodge.
Sheeny should actually be able to
the
win this.
electrocute. Both back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw the
Good
Gnar
decision
missing.
by Sheeny there to just back it out. Doesn't want to int an early kill there. But Bear, level 2, taking that fight. Jarvan, level 2 is pretty strong, but any jungler taking the fight against any other jungler level 3 against level 2 is probably not the smartest.
Yeah, though I could see
Sheeny's
why he went
almost
for it, with
down.
the fact that the Gnar had his wave slightly pushed, so you'd always get there first.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's still quite a risky play. I mean, the electrocute can do insane damage at early levels, and it's quite easy to underestimate how much it actually does. And before you know it, you're like on 10% HP, and you're burning your flash. Luckily, no sums were used there.
Yeah, 100%. So, just
Waller are getting pretty aggressive right now.
Also very aggressive. Actually, surprised that Cloud doesn't try and trade back on him there. I mean, that's what I was talking about. You have the ignite, but you're not trying to go aggressive. It's sort of contradictionary.
That was a good opportunity to really get some decent damage on Walter, just with the fact that
Walter
he immediately used
Walter
the
didn't
stun.
even use his black shield. There we go. That's the land. But now Kai'Sa isn't able to follow it up, and there's gonna come nothing out of it. So
Yeah, I mean overall it was a pretty equal trade. Concerning Lucian's health at the moment.
ooh, Cloud is taking a lot of Qs at the
Yeah.
moment.
Nice shields though, to prevent
Yeah.
extra damage going in.
But yeah, I mean, I hope it's not because they're scared. A lot of people make the mistake when their opponent has an early kill, they get scared of going in, but Lucian hasn't bought anything, so it's still like he's 0-0 and 0. So you can easily go aggressive, and Hendo, speaking of going aggressive, the Gnar is just gonna jump out.
Yeah, and
And Barrett's gonna come in, and that's
side.
another binding being hit there.
Braum in trouble.
Ooh, the Kai'Sa just needs to get out. The
Oh,
Braum dying
nice
isn't
play
too
from
bad.
Jarvan.
Oh, Walter.
And Waller, he hits the Q. Well played there.
Yeah, well played. Joachim goes in on Simos, but Simos gets to sleep down onto him. Nothing's gonna happen there.
Yeah, a bit of damage I suppose, but there was never going to be any deaths there. Just concerned where the wind ball was.
Yeah, for sure. I like Joachim going with the cleanse this game as well, actually. Maxing E, though, is not what you want to do on Yasuo. I think that's gonna actually hurt him quite a bit there, not maxing the Q.
Yeah, nice trade
yeah.
from Krypton here.
The wave
It was
there.
Shinny. Oh, it looked like he was
Yeah,
going to try
Shinny
something.
was looking at Hendo. If Hendo pops his ultimate here, he could force Captain Greedy back.
Oh, he's been caught.
Shinny's gonna pick the kill. Oh, maybe actually.
Hendo,
Ooh.
oh, almost gets Captain Greedy there.
Yeah, Captain Greedy is
He's flashing
actually
in.
being greedy here. Oh,
Oh
Hendo.
no!
Oh, is he
Oh,
gonna
the
survive?
minions. Oh. He almost got away with that. Just sadly, the wave was right there.
Yeah, so Nar picks up the Hexdrinker as a reaction to that, and Hendo picks up the not the
The
gunblade,
revolver.
the revolver. Yep. So I think that's advantage for the Nar, simply because of the shield that it gives. So Hendo probably won't be able to all in Captain Greedy anymore, but definitely showed that he knows what this cannon can do, and that's very interesting to see.
Yeah, I quite like Hendo. I mean, I like how he's quite aggressive.
Yeah.
I do like aggressive plays.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a limit
has
as to
the
what you can
ability
do.
of his, yeah, exactly. So, not a lot should happen here in the next few minutes. I think a lot of people just want to calm down. The dragons are off the map. There's no reason to really force anything here. The Kayn 1-0 though is actually very important. Getting ahead early on Kayn is very good. He's a hard snowballing champion. If he can get that that transformation early on, that's really gonna help him out. Walter is in
Yeah.
trouble here.
Ooh.
Actually, the bot lane of Krypton. Oh,
Lucian does have 6.
yeah, but the focus on Lucian is not good. You want to focus Walter there because he's just standing there. He's doing absolutely nothing.
Shinny, oh, he flashes and gets caught by the
Oh.
binding.
Yeah. Should have just focused the Morgana there. There would have been a kill for sure. Walter was just standing there. The Lucian was already level 6. He was a bit more tanky. He has the life steal. He's way harder to kill. A bit of a mistake there from Mercury. Hendo is
Oh.
going to be engaged upon here, and I
Well
think
played from Greedy. That was
kill him.
really nice engage. Just waiting for the rage bar and immediately goes in. He knows the flash is down, so it's quite hard for Hendo to escape that.
Sheeny's going to go down as well.
Oh,
Ouch.
it goes over to Jarvan.
Ooh, it's going bad for Mercury here real
Yeah,
quick.
and the binding, that must be max range right there. I didn't think that was going to
Yeah.
hit.
Bunch of bindings hitting. Walter playing this game really well.
So if Zoe wins this, is Zoe going to be the new Ornn for this split then? Like the 100% win rate?
I mean, she's been picked, or she's been banned, sorry, quite a bit. She is a very, very strong champion. Everyone knows that. We'd like to see her AP a bit more than AD perhaps, but I mean, Little Brad was playing it really well in that last game, and Simos seems to just be playing it pretty well this game as well. So
Yeah.
staying even with the Yasuo, I still think that Joachim could have done a lot more maxing Q when it comes to the pressure in the lane, but I mean, maybe Joachim has practiced that Yasuo a little bit, and he's figured out that the E max fits him better than the Q max does. Sheeny's gonna be looking for a gank here. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be difficult to get anything.
They should
off.
know he's there. He was spotted by a ward.
Yeah, and the Gnar is turning into Mega Gnar, so this is not gonna be able to turn into anything. Hendo's gonna
Oh,
ult it.
this
Actually,
is quite a lot of damage.
tell a lie, but Captain Greedy, he can maybe turn this around.
Oh, nice play with the turret there from Hendo and Shinny.
Yeah, very well played actually by the two guys from Mercury there. Just knowing what their champions can do, and the
Oh, and a quick
game
pause.
is gonna be paused here. It's
Someone having connectivity
looks
issues.
like Braum has DC'd, so we're gonna have a short pause here. But I mean, looking down at the items, the Lucian is far ahead of the Kai'Sa, which is mainly where the lead that Krypton has brought up here is amounting from. In the mid lane, everything's a bit even. The jungle's probably in the advantage of Kayn, and we're gonna have the game restart here. And
Oh, and
instantly,
Hendo.
Hendo's gonna die. But Sheeny, is he able to turn this around?
Find the
Also,
bot
Walter
side.
going in.
Kaisa taking insane damage from Lucian. Those two
Wow, a lot
kills
of
really help.
action here. If Sheeny picks up this kill, that's very important. He
Oh
doesn't
no.
really-
He's gonna
Whoa.
die, he's been slowed.
Oh my god, no.
Bit too
That's what
aggressive there
happens
from the
when he
Lucian.
doesn't get his weed.
Exactly. When he doesn't have his fair share, he just ints under tower.
There we see.
To be fair, he's got hit by the slow. The second that happened, he was dead. Like, he had to dodge that to have a chance of killing Brom. And he just didn't,
The
so.
thing that Walter is absolutely the worst at is CSing, and we saw it right there, how he missed.
I mean, 2
about
CS in 11
14
minutes is pretty
CS.
bad. I mean,
Yeah, obviously playing the Morgana support doesn't really want the CS, but he got the chance to take a few there and missed more than half of them, so Walter.
he should
We
be on
have something to
100
work
CS at least right now. I
Yeah,
don't know what
I
he's
agree.
doing.
100%. How has Lucian outfarmed him? Oh, Walter actually missing there, but nothing's gonna come out of it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say nothing new there. Oh, oh
Nah,
we love you, Walter.
Gotta give it to him though. He's actually been doing pretty decent
He's
this
had
game.
some really nice binds. I mean, like
Hitting
quite a lot of
quite
them
a
are
bit of
max
binds,
range. That's quite hard to do.
Yeah. He's a massive reason that they're winning bot lane. Needweed hasn't played bad at all, but it's
He's
all been
played-
set up by
yeah.
Walter and a great follow up by Needweed.
Like, Needweed's only made one mistake this game. Other than that, he's played really well, you know. He's farming decent. He's like above Kaisa in terms of farm. He's got 3 kills on him. So he's really strong right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really expecting mid lane to be quite as passive, I suppose. Like, there's not been much trading going on, or much fighting at all, so I was quite surprised, because I thought the teams would have both played around mid lane. But it
Yeah,
seems to be the
yeah.
least active lane at the moment.
Yeah, very passive. Oh, Sheeny's gonna
Sheeny's-
go in. He actually already has the. Whoa, bear.
Oh. That
Putting
electrocute
himself
damage.
in a poor position here. He doesn't have the combo. Joachim has his ultimate. Oh, Joachim. Oh god, Joachim.
Ooh. Sheeny just gets destroyed there.
No. Yeah, that's we see there what I was talking about. Joachim
Oh.
maxing the E.
Hendo is going in.
Hendo as well. That's not
And
really.
ow. The Zoe just flashes out. Simple
Yeah.
as that. I don't think they should have taken it. I mean, you look at the position of the map, Krypton's by far much better placed. Like, they're all together, whereas Mercury there were like 2 and 2, 2 in the river, 2 at the tower. You don't want to take that fight.
Yeah, but you say that, and then I feel like if Mercury played that a bit more mechanically well, then in the end they would have ended up taking that fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Genie,
I think
Genie
the start
missed his W.
yeah, I think the fight started off quite bad for Mercury. Like,
Yeah.
if it went ideal, I think they would have won it.
The thing is, when you have this type of team comp, you need to you need to make sure that Hendo's there in the team fight, right?
Yeah,
you
it was
can't
quite late,
afford
yeah.
Not having the Kennen there, the Kennen comes in with the late ultimate. It doesn't really help. anything.
Exactly. If he hits 3 or 4 members and gets the stun off on all of them, that's a changer right there. That changes the course of a team fight.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna allow the Yasuo to just clean it up. But I mean, I think there's some obvious mistakes that Mercury should be looking to fix here. Not fighting with Hendo, that's a communication issue. I feel like Joachim, the Emax, I don't want to bash him too much for it, but it's not really doing him any favors right now. The Q is just so much better. So I don't understand why he's went E, no offense to the guy, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it seems things have calmed down a bit now. But for how long? We see that the bot lane's rotating top. Morgana, she's got her Moby boots on, so Kenneth's gonna get caught, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, he's
But
doing
can
quite a
he
lot of
take down
damage to
Needweed?
Lucian. Ooh.
Beautiful exhaust there by Walter. He just puts it down on Hendo, so make sure Hendo doesn't kill anyone there.
Yeah, you don't want to take
Oh.
any risks.
Hendo 1 and 6 on the Kane that he so wanted to play. He's not having the best of games here.
Yeah,
Sheeny
he needs to
could
be
pick
careful.
up Walter here. He's gonna take a Q to the face though. Actually, Walter
Oh, he
misses that.
But it might
And he
be
needs
caught
to
by the ult.
ulti. Well played by
timed.
Sheeny. Oh, not that well played by Sheeny.
Nice
though.
flash from Walter, really safe. And the damage on the Kai'Sa,
Yeah.
just insane. The Zoe, just a
Sheeny,
star, just a lot of damage.
Sheeny ulted out a bit too early there. Still took the Morgana ultimate. Should have waited just a tad bit going out of the body of Morgana there. But Joachim is getting a little bit for Mercury in the bot side. But overall, it's just looking really good for Krypton. This Lucian is really far ahead. Zoe's looking good in the mid lane. Jarvan's looking strong in the jungle. Walter hasn't died. I mean, the only guy you can really say anything to is Captain Greedy, and then again, he hasn't even played a bad game, so...
No, it was a bit rough to begin with, but once he got that solo kill onto Hendo, he's not been making much mistakes, so he's been playing pretty well overall.
Yeah, definitely.
But Joachim doing really good in terms of CS, and he's getting close to the 10 per minute. And once the CS will start scaling, he will do insane damage. But
that's true.
They're 5k behind, and Mercury can't afford to take many more bad team fights, otherwise the game might spin out of control for them.
For sure. I mean, the Kai'Sa has a Rage Blade, the Yasuo has his PD. They're sort of getting into this little bit of a power spike, but
yeah, much better scaling.
I mentioned if they were even by 15 minutes, they would have a pretty good chance of winning. They're down by 5k already at 15 minutes, so... Oh, it's looking tough for Mercury. I can't really see them having a win condition here.
The damage on the cannon with the
good
star.
shield though, from the standing in front of it.
Yeah.
I mean, a win condition would be a great engage by Hendo, followed up by a massive ultimate from Joachim here, but even that's gonna not do a lot of damage because Joachim doesn't have AD yet, so it's looking difficult. They want to fight now. The Nards just got out of Mega Gnar, so this is when Hendo wants to go in if he can.
Yeah, it's definitely when Krypton's at the weakest. Like, Nar's just so good in team fights, especially when he's Mega. So you just want to keep an eye on his rage bar, go on when it's low. If it's high, just don't fight and just wait out.
Yeah, and they are gonna try and pull the trigger there with Sheeny, but Nard just goes out of the W.
Yeah, I think they need to try and force something soon. They don't want to give away more free towers.
Bear's gonna go in. Sheeny's gonna go down here. He's all alone back here. And Hendo's actually gonna go in. That's beautifully played by Hendo, but he needs to finish off for Bear.
Bear's in trouble. Hendo, he's gonna die. Greedy gets 3.
Greedy, beautiful play. Joachim.
Oh, he almost gets Waller.
Simos.
Oh, he gets it with the Ignite, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's an ace for the side of Krypton. Only losing 1 member, so that's a guaranteed inhibitor right there.
It looked really good. Hendo got a great engage off, but he's too weak at this point in the game. There's not enough items onto that cannon, and the Jarvan ended up surviving for a long time there because of the black shields going down, and a lot of low health bars on Krypton as they leave the base of Mercury here, but it doesn't really matter how low health you are if you didn't die, so no gold going on over to the side of Mercury from any kills, and yeah, Krypton looking poised to take this victory.
Yeah, I mean, it's reached a sort of point where it's quite hard to throw. Krypton have a commanding lead, so unless Mercury can like delay them big time, it should be a standard finish. But I'm not going to count anyone out yet because mistakes happen, comebacks happen, and I guess it happens when you least expect it. So I wouldn't rule anything out.
Let's hope we see a comeback here.
But you look at Mercury, their warding's quite good, especially top side. I mean, it looks pretty safe up there, so the Yasuo can farm without much worry.
Yeah, Joachim's definitely a way back into the game. I mean, the Yasuo, always a strong champion late game. It just sucks for Mercury, the fact that Krypton is picking up all these good dragons.
Yeah, it's the good ones as well.
2 Infernal Dragons, it's gonna help them a lot in team fights, so Joachim, he might be able to grab top turret here. Sheeny's gonna fight.
He's gonna get collapsed on here with Walter and Greedy coming. Yeah, 4v1 or 5v1 now. He's got no chance.
No. He's gonna die. He's gonna go down to Kane. Again, it's not Sheeny's fault at all, this game. I feel like he's been playing it pretty well, to be honest, but the Kane is just not really that strong of a champion, and I gotta say, just picking something easy like the Trundle this game would have done way more for Mercury.
Yeah, the Kennen's just getting absolutely blasted in there. It's gonna take ages before they even get into the game, Mercury. I mean, Kennen, he needs items before he can go in like that.
I saw as well. Simus just running it down
and
here.
the Brom gets hit. This could be game right here.
Looks like game. Krypton picking up 2 quick victories today. Very well played by them. They're looking solid, and
it's a 5-1.
You putting them second on that power ranking is suddenly not that bad.
Like I say, it's MangY the genius, man.
Yeah, for sure.
These predictions. Except
That's
the
why you
Argon.
see
Argon
us
was a big mistake. But to be fair, I didn't have much to work on.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was a convincing win.
Also, Brazil is out of the World Cup, so everything's going.
So everything's going right. Let's go.
We love everything that's happening right now in the world. So, my apologies if you're a Brazilian fan, but then again, we can never be friends. So
I don't know. I mean, Neymar, man, what was up with that bloody acting the other day? That's embarrassing.
Between Neymar just acting way too much and the Brazilian fans cheering because Germany got like eliminated from that tournament. Yeah, I really wanted to see Brazil go out, and Belgium like making sure they go out here is almost orgasmic.
Yeah. Now I think we forgot to do this the first game about the MVP, though I think we could both agree on who that was for the very first game.
Yeah, Modlaw for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely
so
on that nocturne.
No contest. So who would you give MVP to this game?
It's hard to say, really. I think the entirety of Krypton played really well.
Yeah. I would give it to Walter personally.
Yeah, I would say the same in the end. Walter.
Really nice plays for Lucian, and Lucian done his job well, so it's quite nice.
Bear could have got it. Weed could have got it. Simus was really, really decent in the mid lane.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I can't really fault Krypton this game. I mean, yeah, some players didn't shine, but they done their job, and that's just what you want from your team.
There's no massive individual play from this game. I think overall Walter just hit a lot of bindings. He set up a lot of stuff, and I believe he didn't end up dying at all. So
yeah,
in the end, I'd give it to Walter. He played a good game. Everyone played a good game.
Yeah, Bear took really good control of the jungle as well, which really helped. I mean, like you said, the Kane didn't play bad. It's just Kane is a bad champion. So like he did what he could with what he had. We thought maybe Kane could have done maybe a little extra for the team, but just with the way the meta is at the moment, it's not ideal for Kane players, which is a bit unfortunate because I quite like watching Kane, just because he has like almost like 2 different play styles. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a break, and we're going to be going into game 3, which would be,
I believe it is Radon Vs Osmium.
That's the one. My mind is just not working today. But yeah, we'll probably see you in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. And we're back for the last game of the night, Radon vs Osmium. This one should be interesting because Radon, if they win this, they're in contention for first place.
Yeah, for sure. So, obviously Thallium is going to be playing Xenon at the same time. Thallium picked up their first loss earlier on, so it's going to be interested to see here if Radon they can get first, because if Thallium ends up losing, then Radon does pick it up.
Yeah, I think this is a really big game for Radon, so I mean, they've got to perform. If they want to prove that they're a top tier team, they've got to make every game count, and this is a good opportunity for them to really get up there in the standings.
Yeah, for sure.
As for Osmium, they're sort of mid-table at the moment. Obviously this week they're not full strength, it's quite a lot of subs, so they should be back and running next week onward. I mean, a quick team is put together, so I wouldn't be expecting amazing things from them, considering it's like people that's just been mashed together, so obviously synergy and whatnot is just not going to be there at the moment. But
yeah,
you know, they can always pull off upset, and they could always do something special to take down this team.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll just have to wait to see. The game should get underway really soon.
Yeah, just waiting for Osmium to confirm that they're ready, and we're good to go. So, in the meantime, we'll quick look at the table. While it's not updated, we can inform you of the current changes in it. Titanium have withdrawn this week, so they're going to be 0-6, which means that a free win will be issued to both Argon and Radon, I believe? No?
Argon.
Oh, Argon and Mercury. That's the one. Yeah.
Mercury got the game.
And with Mercury losing to Krypton last game, they're currently sort of mid-table, 3-3.
Yeah,
Argon,
right now we're
3-3.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams are pretty even here. We're going to be looking maybe at a three-way tie for the lead. Krypton is already 5-1. Thallium is 4-1. If they win their game, they're going to be 5-1, and Radon is 4-1 as well. So if they win their game, then they are going to be 5-1. So we're going to have a three-way tie for the lead. I believe Thallium's still going to take that, but just because of head-to-head against the two teams. But other than that, having three teams suddenly be on the exact same score at the top of the table would be really interesting to see.
Yeah, and now we're in Champion Select, so Radar is going to be banning for the side of Radon and Hush for Osmium. This is almost like the test stream we done with Team Radar, Team Hush.
Yeah, that's true. And Hush is obviously the star player of a team of substitutes and unusual players here. Not the usual guys we're used to seeing. How many times can I say something with use? Not the guys that we're used to seeing from Osmium.
Yeah.
Loses Improve is someone you're going to mention.
Yeah, exactly.
Right
He's a really good player. We've also got Hush and Suffragette, who have moved from Argon to Osmium. So I think they're going to be regulars. I don't think Hush will be playing next week though, because of holiday. So other than that, I think the other four members should be good to play. So Osmium's going to be quite strong next week.
Hopefully Osmium can be able to pick up a win here for themselves then. It's going to be hard without Hush in the next week. So they're really going to try hard to pick up one game here to make themselves just go that bit further up the table.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well play the games as opposed to just throwing them, right? I mean, it doesn't matter 100%. What team you throw together. There's always that chance that you can win, maybe salvage something from a tough week.
There's always a chance that you can make it through. So.
Yeah, plus quite a lot of people enjoy playing on this tournament, so you know, I mean, may as well play when you can, right? And now we're seeing the Kaisa ban. Hush really likes Kaisa, so it makes sense to ban that. And Zharp is banned against Radar. Oh, I've never seen Zoe. Well, I've never seen Radar play Zoe. Yeah.
Actually, a little boring by now, but I guess she is the strong champion, so what can you expect? She's going to be picked up a game. Actually, almost the exact same champ select that we had last time.
Oh my god. Is this deja vu?
Ace of the game needs to lock in. Oh, unfortunately he can't because Kaisa is banned.
So it's we're almost 2 out of 3.
Ooh.
Oh, Jarvan. Oh,
Jarvan.
that would do
There
what
it
it
is. Let's do it.
Oh no.
Let's get the same 10 champions. Oh, Warwick actually. Interesting pick there.
Yeah. It's quite rare to see a Warwick in 5v5 games like this.
Yeah. I mean, Radon should probably just go with Sire Rakan. I really don't see a reason you wouldn't, in all honesty.
Yeah, though.
It's up, just pick it. Tyone has picked Ezreal, I remember, where he didn't really impress me. Morgana with...
So 3 for 4 at the moment, compared to last game. Can we make this 4 out of 5? Oh, well, we have seen a Jinx today, so
yeah,
we'll count that.
Today.
So Warwick's
so
the only new
far
champion.
the only new champion that we didn't see today. Drunk Beast. Ooh, the
I've not seen a
Victor.
Victor in ages. I'd like to see this. He's went for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Poppy ban. I don't recall us mentioning that, but that's super important against Radon. I mean,
Yeah,
the Poppy
Radon, obviously.
it's just been played so well from this team, and
Yeah.
I don't think they've lost while having the Poppy picked for them. So it's good to
No,
take that
they-
away from them while you
They
can.
played that really well last week as well. So, Hush, what's he gonna ban out here? He's gonna ban out the Trundle. At least that's some Trundle focus. I still believe we're gonna have 0 Trundle picks in the games we've seen after week 3, which is incredible in my opinion, considering Trundle is actually a pretty decent champion at the moment.
He's really underrated. He's quite easy to play, and he's good. I mean, what else could you want? And yeah, this is the first time we've ever seen him, and it's came in the force of it. Well, it's been shown as a ban.
Yeah. Lucian ban as well. That's pretty good. Lucian goes pretty well with
Yes,
with
so
Braum.
good early game as well. Like if Braum gets his passive off
When
while
it's
you got
gonna be
Lucian,
banned out.
you're in trouble.
I think you wanna ban Ezreal, I think. If you're Radon, just get that off of Hush.
Yeah,
and
Ezreal's a really safe
force
pick.
him onto it. Or maybe ban the Sire, because Sire with Braum isn't too bad. Yeah, it's gonna be Ezreal.
Yeah,
And then what are they gonna lock in here? Are they gonna lock in their ADC?
yeah, they could do it now, or they could just wait, because with the AD pool basically dead, they could take it whenever.
I'm thinking Sire at least.
Ooh,
Well,
Ziggs.
if that's
Yeah,
Ziggs
Hush
on
does like
Hush.
Ziggs.
Yeah, he does like it. I don't like it. I don't think Hush is insanely good on 6. I've seen it twice now.
Did you not see that amazing play on Team Raider versus Team Hush, man?
Oh yeah.
He just, like, uses
my
a
bad
bomb.
on that one.
To be fair, they only hit it like once, but still.
I mean, Hush is a good player. He
Yeah.
could make it work. No doubt about it. But like I mentioned earlier, I want to see these AD carry players just pick real AD carries in all honesty. But
Yeah, I'm getting a bit sick of this meta now. I just want to get to the traditional stuff, you know what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
So,
The Sejuani's gonna come in as well. So
missing top lane. Maybe like...
Osmium.
Oh, I was expecting like a
Yorick
Malphite or
is
something.
interesting.
Yorick, that's quite interesting.
Osmium shooting themselves a bit in the foot here, banning out the Trundle though in the end, because
You think they could have done with him?
biggest Sejuani counter is Trundle. The way that her passive works with the Trundle ulti actually makes it so that she gets negative stats when he ults her if she has her passive up. So yeah, doesn't mean too much. Obviously, Radon probably just picked the Sejuani because they knew they weren't going to be able to get Trundle on their
Yeah.
team. So I'm interested in seeing the Yorick top. What we can get out of that. It's a decent champion actually. It's pretty overlooked. I think it's just down to the fact that he's a little boring to play. But Yorick and Warwick are actually 2 champions that I'm very interested to see. The Victor as well. Fun
Yeah.
team combo all in all from Osmium, and
It's,
I
it's
actually
a nice
sort
change.
of hope to see them do well.
But I'm a little surprised at Sejuani, if I'm being honest. Just with the fact that she's not amazing at the moment. But I mean, she's always going to be good at just 5v5 team fights just because of the amount of CC that she possesses. Like, she could be like the worst champion in the game and she'd still be quite useful. Just like covers a tag, just CC everyone, and let your carries do the damage.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, obviously, spectator delay, it's a pain in the butt.
Gotta love it.
Victor taking cleanse against the Zoe is pretty smart. Zoe's gonna take ignite, she's gonna go for the kills, that's pretty normal. Morgana has ignite as well, maybe looking to kill someone in the bot lane. I mean, it's Braum. Braum again has ignite with the 6. I don't know how aggressive those two champions can go, but Hush is one of these players who can pull that off. So if they have good communication down in the bot lane on the side of Osmium, they're going to be able to pull that off, I think.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, you look at the side of Osmium, and I mean, their team fighting isn't the best, but at the end of the day, I mean, when you pick a York, you're basically saying, look, I want a split push.
Yeah.
And Renekton, he's quite a good split pusher too, so I think it's gonna be. Sure. I think the top lane's gonna be quite interesting here. But yeah, it's just. I'd definitely say Osmium has quite a disadvantage coming at this, just with the fact that firstly it's subs with a couple of main members, which is never ideal. But you know, it could work. I mean, look at Argon today. I mean, yeah. I believe they were mostly subs, and if they played like that today, I could definitely see them sticking together in the coming weeks.
Hopefully.
This Radon team, they're quite an active team. They're quite consistent. Like, they look to have the same members they do every week. So I do fancy them here to win the game, personally.
Yeah, Radon, great team. Raider is a great player. Everyone all around is actually a really decent player. And depending on how they play this game, they might jump up in my power rankings as to the number 1 spot. With Thallium looking a bit weak in this week.
Yeah, it definitely hurts when you've got main members away and whatnot. But I mean, I'd definitely say the summer split's the hardest split, just with the fact that it's hard to keep your team together because of people on holiday and whatnot, and you're constantly scrambling for players. But at the same time, I think it's quite an achievement winning the summer one, just because it is that hard.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, let's just go into the game now, so...
Yeah. If I'm honest, I'm supposed to hype the game, obviously, as a caster, but if I'm honest, I think we're about to see Radon's absolutely smash Osmium and take a pretty easy, I'd say, 22-minute victory.
Ooh. That's quite a confident claim there. I agree, I think Radon's going to win, and I think it will be quite comfortable. The only issue I could see they'd have against Osmium is personally his bot lane. Maybe jungle, I mean, Osmium, we'll see how the jungle goes,
Osmium is a team that's looking to really build up over the next couple of weeks. They're gathering together a really good roster. I do believe they're gonna be like the next time we see this matchup, Osmium versus Radon, we're gonna be sitting here and hyping it a lot. It's gonna be a lot closer. There's gonna be different players on the side of Osmium, who are, no offense to these guys, a bit better players. So, hopefully they put up a fight now. We always want to see an underdog do well, but on Osmium, a lot of subs, as you mentioned. Radon is playing with all their normal players, so yeah, I think they're just gonna take it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, hopefully we get into games soon here.
I hate when it takes ages to load. Okay, and leaks crashed. Lovely.
Bit of technical issues, maybe.
League just hates my computer, man. Oh, it doesn't help when you're like running OBS, Discord, like 50 other things. But still. It's not ideal. So I'll probably miss the first 30 seconds of a minute of this game. But again, You wouldn't really expect much fighting, unless it's
No,
like
it's
another
sh-
Krypton Mercury again, which was quite intense.
Hopefully there isn't a lot coming out of this. My league also seems to be acting up.
Oh, okay, I'm on now. Yay.
Spectating is not as yes it seems.
And we have a pause.
Ooh.
So someone most likely disconnecting there. So hopefully
Perhaps the
we'll resume
Warwick
in a couple
never
minutes.
connected.
But yeah, like you said, I'm actually quite hyped for Osmium in the coming weeks. Because you actually look at their team, like the full strength team, and you go, this is a really good team actually, who can
Yeah, for
quite
sure.
easily cause upsets against the massive ones, you know.
Definitely.
They play their strengths. They've got like a super good chance of coming away with something from this tournament.
Yeah.
With the team they have, if you're being optimistic, you could try and go for a top 3. I think they could do it if they are consistent and if their players turn up on a weekly basis, you know. Obviously with it being summer it's hard, but
possible.
still. The team does have the capability of doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. So the pause here, hopefully it gets resolved soon.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not longer than the game.
It very well might end up being.
It's a surrender already. GG boys.
Yeah. I would not be the ideal situation.
I know. I mean, Osmium was close to folding today, but thanks to their captain Ice, they managed to get a team together, and you know, just
I
try their
respect that,
chances,
you
try and
know,
get some wins out of it today, despite how bad
Exactly.
it is for the team. So
That's how it works. I mean, that's how you want this league to work. I mean, Titanium, we see they just go 0-2. It sucks because unfortunately they're not going to be able to fight for a victory. At least Osmium here, they're going to be able to fight for it. And I don't think they had any expectations going into the game, but
yeah,
at least they tried their best, and let's see if they can actually do it here and go out 1-1. So yeah, so if the spectator delay wasn't enough, then we have the pause. So
yeah. Just out of curiosity, what is going on? I don't have chat enabled just because of some situation from last split.
there seems to be a lot of jokes going around. The only information that we actually have is that he DC'd. So
Who DC'd?
the Warwick. So we could be sitting here for quite some time.
If he's restarted his computer, yeah, be fun times.
Yeah, computer, internet, anything.
But this stuff happens sometimes, so there's not really much you can do about it. Tournament rules state that they have the whole 30 minutes to sort of resolve their issues. Obviously, if it times out, then they will automatically lose the game, which, let's be honest, just wouldn't really happen, realistically. If it reaches a point where the internet issue isn't resolved, then the game gets remade with same picks, but the player who's having the connectivity issues basically has to get replaced.
Yeah.
Like ASAP.
Does seem the Warwick is back though. There was a message that he has reconnected, and hopefully we are gonna see this game unpaused very soon.
Yeah, hopefully his connectivity is back at optimal. Because it's never really good winning a game when someone's either disconnecting or they're having some lagging issues. I mean, a lot of the players on this server just want like a nice, fair, clean game. And it seems we're finally getting back into it, so...
We are going.
We've had a lot to talk about.
yeah, pretty much talked about everything. At least we're gonna get some action now. We're gonna get to see level 1. 3 people AFK on the side of Osmium. Now they're all moving.
I was about to say, like, don't tell me they're all disconnected.
Yeah. It's the classic, someone's gone for like 5 or 6 minutes,
And
you
everyone else is
pause
away.
the game, you're like, hey, I can just go take a leak real quick, guys, I'll be back, and then you come back, the game's 2 minutes in.
You've died 10 times. Somehow.
Bit of a trade going down at the top lane here, but Necton and they
Went even.
that.
Lots of pings
Yeah.
going down from the side of Radon. Is they may be thinking that the Renekton's getting baited?
Yeah, perhaps just wanting the Renekton to back out, think about what he's doing, but obviously we have vision over the entire map, so we know that nothing's happening up there, but it's a smart call anyway from Radon, just being careful, and Yorick's gonna run into trouble here.
Yeah. Slightly lost the trade there, but it's not massive. And the pings are crazy. I'm only a minute 22 in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pings going down. I think these guys need to get into lane so they stop pinging that much. Radar already looking for
Ooh,
poke, but
there's
he
a lot of
takes
free
a
damage
lot
there.
of return. And that's why the Victor is actually pretty good into the Zoe, because the Zoe has to walk up to land the Q, and Victor really punishes people who walks up to him. So Drunk Beast could really do well in this lane.
Yeah, Renekton stepping forward quite a lot. Though it is quite a bit of a lane bully, just the fact they can get free damage. And nice
Could be
hit on
stronger
Hush
than
there.
Yorick.
That must have been full range again. We're seeing quite a lot of full range Morgana Qs today.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of good plays on Morgana. Morgana's
Renekton
also
level
been
2.
in all
and
3 games. And
Yorick
Chili
did a
Rose
lot of
has to
damage.
flash out.
Wow, that was actually quite a lot of burst. I wasn't expecting that either. But then he is running Conqueror. Probably got the stacks up, then went in. It's definitely the best way to abuse it. And Hush hit again!
Hush is
He's gonna
actually
get
in
chained.
trouble here. He has to flash. Hush is gonna die.
Yeah.
Taeoni.
Wow, well played.
Taeoni's gonna be able to pick up 2 kills, I actually think. Oh, Suffragette's just barely gonna get out. Wow, you wouldn't expect the first blood to come down on Hush. Only
That's rare.
not even 3 minutes in. Yeah, he's probably not too happy with himself
Yeah.
there.
I don't think he was
I could
expecting
imagine.
that Q to hit him again.
No, just a bit slow reactions. Probably kicking himself a little bit. Just being like, what am I doing? You know. It happens to the best of us, as we see there, and
Yeah, we'll have our
it's
bad
not the
days.
start that Osmium wanted. Chili Rose actually getting back here on the return a little bit when it comes to the health.
Yeah, needs to be careful for
situation.
the rage though. That's quite high.
Yeah.
It's always
Warwick's
annoying.
coming in, but Sejuani's here. This is going to be bad for Osmium.
Yeah, the bait's happening. They're straight onto the Yorick. Yorick no flash. Easy kill.
Yeah, I think the Warwick's going to be able to get out, but
Yeah, a bit
the Yorick
unfortunate
just get
Sejuani
baited
was
in.
there.
And Chili Rose was looking so good, but unfortunately now she has 8 CS, and if she doesn't TP back to lane, she's going to start losing this game.
Yeah,
real
and
quick.
started to
Wow, that's a
dive.
tower dive.
Renekton will get away quite easily there.
Yeah,
So got his
and
flash.
Chili Rose is just standing in base, not doing anything.
Maybe having connectivity issues, perhaps.
It doesn't look too
Or
good.
maybe
too
waiting
good.
for gold. I don't know.
Oh, I think she was
Yeah,
actually waiting
pause.
for gold there.
Yeah.
Which isn't the best, obviously, because she missed an entire wave. She could have teleported back
Oh,
to.
still walking a bit then, TPing.
Yeah.
Must have realised that it was going to miss a big wave, so she went for it. Which is
Yeah.
sort of the right call. You don't want to miss all that XP as well and be at a level disadvantage.
Exactly. Already missed quite a bit, unfortunately, so that's
Yeah.
not gonna help out too much.
Those 2 kills on Renekton though, we can really expect him to bully this Yorick now. Not to mention TP advantage, so that should hopefully be big for Radon if they can make the most
That's
out of it.
gonna be a massive
And
win condition.
The chain
Suffragette
here,
caught out here. Taeuni doing so much damage already.
yeah, they're really good with chaining the stuns and the roots on the bottom
Yeah,
side of
they
Radon now.
blended very well. Radon.
Hush has been caught out a lot today. That's not like him.
No, it's a little unfortunate. Oh, I think Chili Rose is going to be in trouble here. The Renekton
Yeah,
is gonna
level
get a lot
down.
of damage
Renekton
down.
has Tiamat.
Has
Oh,
the red
nice,
buff, the
nice flash.
flash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Good
expecting
stuff
that.
there from No Name. I'm gonna start calling him since he has a very weird name.
Yeah, it's like a lot of arrows.
Yeah. Level 5 Axio here. Gonna find Ace.
Oh, he's going in. Guess
Ace just
nice.
barely making it out, but
That's a nice.
I mean 3k
Nice
down,
there.
5 minutes in. Ugh, it's not really what Osmium wanted, right? So
Yeah, nothing's really going well for them. I mean, you look at CS as well. 40 to 13 top lane, 45 to 29 bot lane. It's looking quite rough for Osmium.
yeah, for sure. Yorick's
This
just having some...
Gromp is like on the verge of resetting.
Yeah, well done by Ace though to make sure it didn't still kite it out away from the Sejuani. So
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have like
That's
put him
well
so
played.
far behind. Because I think he just got his level 4 off that. That would have been bad with Sedge being 5.
yeah,
And that's a really
Chili
a
Chili
6-minute
Rose.
turret.
If Chili walks too close here, she's gonna die once again. Yeah,
Yeah, 2 levels down. It's
the
not too
Renekton is
much
just
Chili can do.
absolutely shitting on Chili, unfortunately. And the 22-minute victory might actually just be a 15-minute surrender.
It's very possible. Surrendering is allowed in this tournament. Should a team feel they need to use it? Hush
Yeah,
caught
ooh, Hush
a game.
getting caught. Gotta say,
Ooh.
Spiced Guinea Pig though, really putting those bindings in the perfect positions every single time.
Yeah, he's going to need back and get boots just to try and help with the dodging here.
Axio smiting away the blue buff. Yorick, 3 levels behind now. And look at No Name. He knows he can just walk up if he finds the Yorick.
Proxy,
There's
yeah.
absolutely no pressure on him. Even if the Warwick comes, he's able to 1v2, no doubt. So, yeah. Drunk Beast, he's actually been doing decent against Raider in the mid lane. Raider is one of the better players. Drunk Beast obviously a stand-in for Lucis Improve, who we all know.
Yeah. You do
and
got a
he-
feel for Chili Rose a little bit.
Yeah, Chili Rose just unlucky. It's their first stream here that they appear on, and it's not really the best showing coming
Yeah.
out here.
It's a bit unfortunate that the Sejuani was in the bush and that whole play gave Renekton
Yeah.
2 kills. And from there he could just
We've
sort of snowball.
We've all been in this situation.
Aggressive TP, look at that,
It's
right at red buff.
unfortunate. Wow, incredible.
But he can do whatever he wants, he's just that far ahead.
He just has so much damage. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, of course he is 5-0 now. He has the Ravenous Hydra. So when I say it's disgusting, I don't mean the champion. I obviously just mean the fact that he can cut down anyone at this point in the game. Renekton should almost be able to 1v5 at this point. So it's not looking too good for Osmium.
Yeah, I mean they're almost 6k gold down at 8 minutes.
Already at 8 minutes, as you say, you're just sitting here, honestly, waiting for Radon to finish it up, right? So it's unlucky, but it's not the strongest Osmium. It's not the Osmium that we're gonna see in the future. So the only thing we can really take away from this is the Osmium bot lane disappointing me a little bit, I gotta say. The Radon bot lane isn't a bad bot lane at all, so that's not really the main issue, but
Yeah.
I mean, Hush has been caught out a couple of times
Oh,
here.
and the Warwick countered again.
Yeah,
they
Ace
changed
tries to
CC.
get something out of it, but Raider just outplays
Yeah.
him alongside Axio, and the dive's gonna come in top lane again. I don't think he's gonna be able to kill Chili Rose this time, and he actually is.
Oh, he
He
does.
just has so much damage.
And he survives, and he's basically an inhib turret.
Yeah,
He's
Hush.
free to let loose.
taking a W.
And
From
it's not
the
like bot lane or
Jinx.
mid lane could do much either, just with the amount of pressure on those 2 lanes.
There's no help. The only strong guy they have is the Victor, who already takes a bit of items before he starts doing any damage. Ace might be able to pick up the Renekton here. He has to go in now.
Oh my god!
Disgusting amounts of damage. Holy. Wow. No Name is just destroying this game. Incredible.
Looking at this is almost solo queue-esque.
Yeah, it's It's definitely
It's a painful
a
to
stomp.
watch.
It's probably the hardest stomp that we've seen or split this one. I mean, they're almost 10k down after 10 minutes. It's yeah, it's hard to really say anything. It's hard to cast this game. I mean, what can you really say, right? I mean, it's so obvious. It's one team with a lot of subs playing against one of the better teams in the league, and it shows.
Pretty much full strength, exactly.
Guinea Pig might go down here. Drunk Beast might be able to pick up a kill, and that's
Yeah,
going to be a
might
bit
be
of
able
a
to salvage something here.
retribution.
Though Warwick might get
Tayoni might
kited.
go down. Oh, ace of
Misses
the
it.
game, just barely missing, but
Ooh,
still gonna be able
the
to
Warwick
get it.
goes down.
double kill for Hush. So
This
once
could be
again,
something.
Hush shows he's the best player in the world, no doubt about it.
Oh, here
That's
comes the
six, beautiful
Renekton.
pick. Oh my.
And
no.
Hush goes down.
No name. Even against the two
Drunk
strong
Beast.
members from Osmium, no name just has so much
So,
damage.
safe to say this game's gone. 10k down at 11 minutes. So they just extended the lead. They've doubled their lead in 3 minutes.
I'll be very surprised if we're not looking at a 15-minute surrender here. Obviously, it's a meme in League of Legends and everything, but I don't think you wanna
Oh my god.
embarrass yourself
This is just
anymore.
a 1v5 right here.
Here comes the Q in a second.
He's taking so much turret shots. There's going
If
to be a lot of
he can get
shutdown
onto the
gold.
6. Ooh.
Look at that
I
shutdown
think that
gold.
was-
Going to Hush. That's just what you
That
want.
was 1,000 gold going to Hush. I mean, if you want to make a comeback, that's probably the player you want it on.
Yeah, the Hush is just so squishy at the moment though.
But it's so difficult for Hush to really get in and do any damage. As you say, he's so squishy. He just needs to get caught out once
Oh,
by
Warwick,
anyone.
maybe call here. Nice shield
Suffragette coming in.
Bro, but
Beautiful
Hush has
play
been
there,
caught.
actually.
Oh, no,
Drunk
Hush,
Beast is in trouble. And Tayoni is just running it in. Running it down mid. That's the Tayoni we know.
Oh,
Absolutely destroying them as well. Holy. That's
Wow.
incredible. That's actually really well played by Tayoni there. Barely surviving. I think he has to triumph to help him survive there. And yeah. Maybe a pentakill on our hands here? No.
oh, we've got the Warwick coming in.
Ace of the
He
game. He's
should
going to be
getting-
able to
okay,
pick up
double.
all
He
three,
got
I
a
think.
triple.
Oh,
he doesn't.
Exio just
Can
stuns
Chili
him up.
Rose
Chili
get something?
Rose. Can Chili Rose get just one thing out of
Yes.
this game? Yes, she does manage to do that. Very well played by Chili Rose there to pick up that kill. So,
Yeah, but the
ooh, needs to be
base is in
careful here.
shambles almost.
Is she gonna die? No, he's not. Yeah.
If only Ignite was used there.
I'll be very surprised if there's more
Bomb
than 2
should be
minutes
dead.
left of this game.
Yeah. The Sinhib is without a doubt going to fall. Though Hush is doing a little bit more damage now. He's got the Luden's Echo. Warwick flashing in to get the Renekton. Well done.
That was actually pretty well played by Ace there. Radar tries to counteract, but it just doesn't work out for him. And well, a bit of a quiet period here, maybe.
Yeah.
Just for the next minute or so, unless Ace.
Warwick's going
runs
on with
into
0
by
health.
Skinny Pig.
He's just going to
Alright.
die. I think it was
that's-
hoping no one was at red buff.
That's when you
Oh,
hit
the
the
slow
question mark.
Morgana. Oh, nice shield there from the Morgana.
Yeah.
And the TP coming in. There's going to be a flank here. Renekton could tower dive quite easily at this point.
I mean, No Name just wants to show off his fitness, right? I mean, if that's even a word. He just wants to show off how fit he is. So.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll teleport in here. If anyone fights me,
Sigil.
I'm gonna destroy them. Suffragette's gonna go down here. Oh, actually,
Oh.
barely gonna survive. And No Name is inting.
Yeah. There's
A little
lot,
bit.
Wow, there's a lot of damage coming out of the Jinx, so
Yeah,
It
so
should
much
be
damage
game.
coming out from everyone, and No Name still ended up getting almost 2 people there. So I say it's an int, but it's not really an int. And is Osmium gonna be able to surrender here, or
Ooh.
is Radon gonna be able to end it before that happens? I mean, if you're Osmium, probably just stop trying to defend at this point, right?
They need to make it past the 15 minutes.
Come on, Osmium. Survive 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. They done it!
Hey,
They can now surrender.
Vader's in
at
trouble.
15.
At least got a couple kills.
Actually, they got some kills, so now they can make a comeback. Let's go, boys.
The biggest
great
comeback in
comeback.
LGS history.
It was all a bait. They made Radon think that they
Yeah.
could win this game.
Led them in a false sense of security, and now they're going ham.
Actually, I want to say kudos to Osmium for not surrendering.
Yeah, I'm actually quite like the never give
I'm
up
a little
attitude
surprised
here.
by that, but I like that. Just fighting it out, playing the
Oh.
game, just having fun with it. I like that. Respect to Osmium for doing this. You would expect Radon to just run it down now and get that victory.
Yeah.
The game should be over.
I definitely commend
They
them for
need
not
to
giving
stop
up.
getting. They need to stop getting cocky though.
Yeah,
Guinea
they might
pig.
throw this.
Could go down
Oh,
here. Hush.
nice hit.
Beautiful bomb there.
That was max range. Lovely.
No Name is looking at an engage, but there's no way in for him right now.
No.
Drunk Beast puts down the stun.
So
I mean,
think
we
he's gonna
know-
wait for the remaining members.
No Name's gonna go in now. He pops the ultimate. He has the Essence Reaver.
Oh,
How much
he's
can he
gonna
get
die.
down? Yeah, he's just gonna go down.
Now the other Radon members are coming in. I think they're just gonna
Yeah.
go straight for the Nexus here.
Ultimate, Axu. What do they want to do? Do they
Okay,
want to
yeah,
go
they're going
Nexus?
for it.
Axu is going for the Nexus. Tayoni is a bit scared to walk up and hit it. He's gonna try and kill Ace.
They're going for Axel. Jinx is using her get excited
Yeah,
to hit the
Tayoni's gonna.
or the
and-
Nexus, and that's it.
yeah. Well played by.
So 16
By
minutes
Radon?
41.
No surprise, really.
Yeah, credits to you know, they didn't give up, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, for sure. I liked it. So, respect to Osmium. They tried their best, and I mean that's what you can really wish for them. I'm getting news that the Warwick and the Victor actually used to play League, but haven't played it for quite a while, so they had to reinstall the game just to play this game. So hats off to those guys for standing in for Osmium.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. Want to say to both of them, they actually did fairly decent. I mean,
Yeah, the Victor
if
done
that-
well, and Warwick
if
done some
that's
nice
your-
flashes.
if that's your first game back, then kudos to you. That's pretty impressive in all honesty. So that's it for today's games. Radon picks up the last victory, and we are just awaiting results from Xenon and Thallium, I believe, who is still ongoing. I can see.
Yeah, Thallium lose this. They'll be losing that #1 spot.
For sure. And they obviously don't want that. I mean, it's still just going to be one win away from still leading the league. But, I mean, coming into this 4-0 on the top of both of us, both of our power rankings, and if they end up going 0-2 this week, we suddenly have a whole new look at Thallium. Because sure, you say they're missing Banjo, they're missing Jellery, right? Some of the better players on that team, but they still have Westmo. They still have some of their players who you'd think would be able to step up at least to beat teams like Argon and Xenon, right? So Thallium not having the best week right now. We'll have to wait and see if they pull out the victory against Xenon here. They
Yeah.
are currently in game for 23 minutes. So
Yeah, I'll definitely be expecting big things out of Osmium and Thallium next week. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
rough week for them. It's like we've said quite a few times on stream, it's a weakened team. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adapt to this. I mean, Osmium, strong mental, man. I mean, they didn't give up despite how hard they were losing. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a plus. And yeah, it's hard getting back in League when you've not played for a couple months. I mean, the meta's changed, is it like especially in this meta where everything's just wacky. Like you're like, all right, who's good at ADC at the moment? You just hear like Yasuo or Aurelia, and you're like, what?
yeah, exactly. So
So this is like one of the harder metas to adapt to if you're just coming back. But yeah, I mean, respect, man. And Thallium, yeah, they'll come back stronger, I feel. So it'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, that should be us this week. It was our earliest, well, it was actually our shortest stream ever.
Yeah.
Our games were actually on time for once.
We did pretty well today with everything.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's it from me and Zharp today. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.